Just toast. I'm gonna think about it some.
FOTMs, do you know what time it is? It's toast time. Toast, featuring Stu Stone, Ken Gordon, and Toronto Mike.
Yes.
That's toast. Yeah, just toast.
What up, Mike? Toronto. VK on the beat. Check. I'm in Toronto where you wanna get the city love. I'm from Toronto where you wanna get the city love. I'm in Toronto like we wanna get the city love. My city love me back for my city love.
Welcome to episode 1751 of Toronto Mic'd. Proudly brought to you by Great Lakes Brewery, a fiercely independent craft brewery who believes in supporting communities, good times, and brewing amazing beer. Order online for free local home delivery in the GTA. Palma Pasta. Enjoy the taste of fresh, homemade Italian pasta and entrees from Palma Pasta in Mississauga and Oakville. Toronto's Waterfront BIA. Check out what's happening on Toronto's waterfront this summer. Blue Sky Agency, the official distributor of Silen's quiet, comfortable, and customizable office pods. Create sanctuary within your workspace. Toronto Maple Leafs baseball. I'm at Christie Pitts tonight where the Leafs can wrap up their first round series against the Barrie Bay Cats. Join me at Christie Pitts, 7:30 start. RecycleMyElectronics.ca. Committing to our planet's future means properly recycling our electronics of the past. And Ridley Funeral Home, pillars of the community since 1921. Today, for this 44th episode of Toast, it's Bob Willette in the basement.
Yo.
And live from New York, it's Rob Preuss.
Nice.
Yo, yo, yo.
He's from
howdy.
He's from New York, so now he said he's got an attitude now.
Rob Preuss.
That's right. First time ever.
Is this, speaking of first time, is this the first Toast where you're not in the basement with Bob and I?
Do you want to hear a fun fact that I just realized?
Yeah.
I think the very first episode of Toast that I did with you guys was a Zoom.
You're
I think
right.
the first, actually, Leia told me that I think the first two.
First couple.
And literally, yeah, the first couple were Zoomed, and one of them was like 2 days before my dad died. This is what I remember,
That's
my fun
right.
fact. We did sad jams, and my dad was in bed dying.
You know, how appropriate,
sad.
right? Because that's a sad time in your life.
Exactly. Yep. So I think we've done two, and that was the beginning of 2023. So it's been over 2 years.
Makes
And
sense.
remind the listenership why you couldn't make the trek to South Etobicoke for this very important episode of Toast.
Because I've started this new Broadway production. Mamma Mia has come back to Broadway. So I'm playing in the band again. Woo. And we really just opened up. Opening night was just over a week ago. And there's sort of like musicians union rules as far as like when you can take shows off, and you have to let a certain number of shows go by before you can just peace out. And literally the first day was Sunday. So starting this week, I can start having people come in to cover for me so I can take shows off and make my monthly trek, which I'm going to do. But it just overlapped bad enough that I almost thought I could make it happen, but it's not going to be until September.
See you in September, Rob Preuss.
See, that's right. Next week.
I guess that's a good enough excuse. You know, he's on Broadway literally. I guess that's a good enough reason.
Yeah, so congrats,
Yeah.
Rob. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is a good
amazing.
reason.
And you love that musical.
It's pretty good. You know, I have a
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty. I mean, I have a long history with it. I mean, starting with the first North American production, which was in Toronto, 25 freaking years ago. And then I did the show in Toronto for a year and then came to Broadway. So it was really funny when we had our first public performance at the end of July. Well, it was actually earlier this month. We had our first public performance and they started counting the number. They're continuing the counting of the numbers from when we closed on Broadway 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So for that first performance, they said, this is performance number 5,788 or whatever. And I thought, man, me and the percussionist Dave, we both played 5,787 as well 10 years ago. So
wow.
we on the continuing tradition.
Amazing. Okay, so anytime we hear a beep, it's probably some AI thing trying to get in. Yeah, it's still. So I'm going to...
It's very
Should
weird.
I just let in Bob's note taker? Which is
I don't understand why it's on there.
Well, let me admit Bob's note taker, and then I can always
the
boot
robots
it. So
can answer.
I actually I didn't plan this. I don't know what this is. This is actually Bob Willette's AI.
I don't
tool.
understand why I'm in there, though. I didn't respond to anything.
Well, let me see what happens. Bob's note taker is requesting to record this meeting. Wow.
God.
Okay. Wait, you know what? This is my worry, right? Rob and Bob, like that.
Well, it's asking at least.
So at least it's asking.
That's right.
How many times are we being listened to and we're not, and nobody's asked
I
us.
declined the request to record, and then I heard that noise of like exiting Zoom.
Yeah.
So hopefully that AI doesn't come back. So Rob, we're going to get back to you for an update, but I actually have special loggers from Great Lakes Brewery for Bob Willette, who
Amazing.
I need it because I just hoofed it here. I'm parched, as they say.
Okay, so crack one open on the mic.
Yes, this is the Brewed for You beer, New England Pale Ale. So it's going to have a bit more. It's an ale, not a lager. So.
Oh, it's an ale. My apology. You know what? I thought it was a lager.
No,
but it's
that's
an
okay.
ale. Okay.
There we go. It's lovely.
And do you know
Looks
why
nice.
you have a Brewed for You Fest can?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do, because I just saw a bunch of them in the radio station the other day, and I hate to break it to you, I had one already.
You know what? I'm okay with that. So
yeah, they're advertising. They've come on board. Great Lakes come on board at Indy 88. I think maybe for the first time.
yeah, this is absolutely. I think it's the first radio ad of any sort that
Wow.
GLB has done. So they,
Because of me, right?
They dipped their toes in the broadcasting
Yeah.
pond by being sponsors of Toronto Mike for like a decade.
Yeah.
And now they're ready to be
a
on
long-
terrestrial radio, Indy 88, where Bob Willette works. Everybody should listen to Indy 88. And they are promoting their second annual Brewed for You Fest.
Yeah.
And it's happening, is it August 30th?
It's this weekend, yeah.
And this is a big thing. There's
Yeah.
going to be great music, and there's different Ontario breweries, like I mentioned, live music, and you get like a special glass, but you can get your tickets. So go to the Great Lakes website and get yourself a ticket or two for the second annual Brewed for You Beer Fest.
And if you're in Liberty Village, you could probably just stop by the radio station. There's some tickets at the front door, actually, I think.
Well, you know what? Wow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there were the other
That's
day.
a Bob Willette
have,
exclusive.
They might have been taken already, but they were they are there.
Okay, I'm going to crack a beer and join you.
Yeah, please do.
Because also because I produced the Brute, what's it called? Between Two Fermenters. I learned from Troy, they brewed their last batch of Sunnyside Session IPA for the season. So the last batch is done. They won't make that again till the spring. So
Right.
I got one.
And that's your favorite, right? Of
That's
theirs?
my
That sounds
favorite
lovely.
summer brew here. So cheers
I've
to
got a
you.
beer to
Cheers.
crack. Hey, I've got a beer to crack too, you guys.
Okay.
What are you cracking over
What
there?
are you over? Is he allowed to say?
Yeah,
You can say.
What are you doing? What are
It's
you
a German
drinking?
beer. I got a German beer in tribute to my dad. It's a Spaten from Munich.
Hackerspor?
No, it's called Spaten.
Oh, Spaten.
Spaten.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Spaten.
I just
So
saw
I
Rob
figured I would
Preuss's
have-
background. It's Ontario Place, and it's Glory Days.
That's right. In the glory days.
Oh, nice.
Crack it open on the mic, Rob.
I already did. It's a bottle.
Problem with Zoom, right? Like,
Yeah, that's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll get our rhythm.
If I get to beer number 2, I'll crack that open on the mic.
There you go.
okay, so I'm going to introduce the topic off the top with a song that's going to tie into a question I have for Bob Willette from Indy 88. And again, because you're joining via Zoom, Rob, you're coming through the same channel as the music. So I just have to remind myself, if I fade down the music on the board, I'm actually fading down the legend that is Rob Preuss. So I just have to remember to use the software to fade down. Not a big deal. But I wanted to start with this song.
You could have done that another way.
What other way do you want to do it?
No, it's too late now.
All your dreams are made when you chain to the mirror on the razor blade.
man. So 2 reasons. One is we're kicking out morning jams. Rob Preuss picked this theme. These are songs that are kind of like good morning songs. We'll explain why we chose the songs we chose. But I'm also kicking out this song because Bob Willette, you saw Oasis this week.
I did. Last year when they opened, remember, I lost a bet because I said they weren't. I knew you were going to go there right away.
Well, I wasn't even going to go there,
I said there was no chance of them getting back together that year, and they announced that they were. I was between jobs last year from February to November. I mean, I was dabbling a little bit here and there with the poker thing, but they announced the tickets, and I was like, I kind of have to go. This is one of my favorite. Both my wife Laura and I love Oasis. We've seen them. I saw them first in '98 at Maple Leaf Gardens on the Be Here Now tour, and a bunch of. I was at the show on the island when Noel got knocked over. I was at that show, so I'm a fan to say the least. So I went to pocket $360 a ticket for.
That's a lot of money.
That was a lot of money, and for 51st row. Right next to the stage, though. So I was actually quite happy with this.
Things are good in the Willette household.
No, it was the kids didn't eat that week. Yeah.
Well, bologna sandwiches are tasty as far as I'm concerned.
Mortadella is just Italian bologna. So, I did go. It was phenomenal. It was. It actually lived up to all the hype that it could have been. It was an amazing show. The Rogers Stadium does have issues, obviously, but I think they've been so built up, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Bob.
Yes.
This is Rob on the Zoom.
Yes, thank you, Rob. Please, Rob, we have a caller on the Zoom. Go ahead.
How do you put your fandom for Oasis in relation or proximity to your fandom for Pearl Jam, let's say?
Well, okay, so Pearl Jam's its own echelon, right? Like, they're the gold standard, and then below that, there's the Tragically Hip, Oasis, the Killers, and you know what? Maybe even it's as good like current bands. Maybe even the Glorious Sons. I was just listening to those guys. Oh, wow. I love those guys. So of contemporary bands, that's kind of my trinity would be the Tragically Hip, Oasis, and the Killers. I can listen to everything by those bands.
Well, good for you to have seen them then, because like when you can see one of your top bands like that, it's always the most exciting thing. Oh,
it was so great, and the audience was into it, and the sky opened up. The skies opened up with rain at the absolute right time. It almost made the show. I was saying this to Lana yesterday on the air. It almost like brought the show closer together. It was It was just one of those. It was you couldn't script it, and Liam and Noel were in fine form. Noel's voice was amazing. He was doing all the high harmonies and playing the guitar like a machine. Like, it was just great. It was amazing.
Why was Oasis's Morning Glory Hansoned? Like, why did none of us pick it as a morning jam? Well, like, Bob, did you consider it?
You know what? I actually didn't. I didn't consider it because I don't think of it as a morning jam. It's not something.
Flower?
I don't listen to
Flower Jam?
No, I don't think it's a song that evokes the feeling of morning, and I think all three of my songs will evoke the feeling of at least some point in the morning. I'll say that.
Okay. Now, I do have a specific question for you, Rob, an update that you shared on WhatsApp. But first, I got to do this really quickly. I got to take off my headphones and just put my ear to the camera so Morgan, who's watching upstairs, because hold on, so let me do this and then.
I still can't put my glasses on. I'm sweating so much.
Bob just ran here from Mimico Go Station. So
I think did you just do the wrong ear to the camera? Or that's me on Zoom.
Well, you have a different camera. Yeah, you have a different
camera. You see the different one.
I'm like, why are you showing your left? Why are you showing that ear with the headphones?
So let me explain for the listeners of the podcast. They're like, Mike, what are you doing? Okay, so my youngest daughter made me a custom earring for toast, and I didn't know what it was going to be, but she makes it, and then it gets baked, and then she puts on the backing, that part that goes in the hole, and whatever that's called, the back. Sounds and it's a hanging slice of toast with jam on it. Like, there's actually jam. I might take a picture and put it on social media later. But thank you, Morgan, for the toast earring. And I think I have to wear this now every episode of Toast. And I was telling Bob before we press record. So I've had this hole in my left ear since I was 15 years old. But it has been a very long time, maybe 20 years or so, before anything really has been in my ear. Like, the hole's still there. But unlike Bob, who wears earrings, I don't think I'm cool enough to pull it off, so I don't ever put anything in the ear. But Bob looks good in his earrings. Like maybe I'm inspired now to wear earrings because you look good in your earrings.
Oh, thank you. I actually my right one is kind of closed up right now. I actually have to get. I have an epic birthday this year, next year coming up. So I'll get the
lost
ear.
your sound for 1 second, and I'm not sure what the hell.
Are we still lost?
Hold on for 1 sec.
Okay, Rob, what did you do? Did you touch something?
I don't know what I did, but now I'm listening to you through my speaker. Do I still sound like sort of the same?
You sound the same.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now I'm fucking leaving this thing because I touch.
But
I
you can
touch
hear everything?
something.
Okay.
I can hear you, but it's coming through my Mac now. I'm like, I don't care. But as long as you can hear me and I sound okay.
Just so you know, in Zoom you can change the speaker.
Yeah.
I know you can change everything in Zoom,
Bottom
but
left-hand
somehow
side.
I just clicked around and it did something weird.
Well, why'd you click around?
I didn't mean to. I don't know.
Who told you to use the bomb?
You know why? It's like Bob's AI trying to join the
weird.
group.
That was
Start
weird.
taking notes.
Ignore all bells. But I want to ask you, Rob.
Okay, sorry.
May I interrupt to ask you about you finishing Mad Men?
Yes.
Okay.
So yes, you did.
Can you elaborate, maybe?
I loved it. Oh
Yeah.
my God. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, I look back and we started watching in April. So it's been from April until just like a week and a half ago. And so it was pretty consistently, but I mean, to make our way through 7 seasons was just amazing. I can't believe and then actually when we got to the very end, the next day I put on season 1, episode 1 once again.
Just to watch it again.
Like smoke gets in your eyes. That's a great episode.
Yeah. Just to have a look at the arc where it began and how it got to the end. And it's so cool to see in that first episode how they started setting up some of the character things happening, so I know, but oh my God, for me it was like just magical.
Do you believe that? So Matthew Viner says he knew from the very beginning that Don Draper would be responsible for that, probably the most famous commercial of all time.
And we kicked that out a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, we did. Do you think he did? Do you think he did actually when he started the show? That and 7 seasons later he was going to wrap it up that way?
Maybe he didn't know he was going to go 7 seasons, but maybe he had in the beginning when he had like a flash vision for the show. Maybe he saw that as like the end result. And then maybe as it kept going on, he's like, oh my God, we can keep extending it, even though he knew in the end that was going to be the final moment.
More pertinent to the toast heads out there, when we kicked out I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, and then I played all those songs related to it, did we at all spoil anything? Like, did you clue in what might be happening? Because we did allude to the fact that if you finished Mad Men, you'd understand, but we
not at all for me. Definitely not. In fact, Leia, I remember she was mad. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. And I had no idea what she was talking about.
She's a lot smarter than you are.
She's a lot smarter. And she'd seen the whole series as well.
Okay.
Yeah. She'd already seen the whole thing anyway. So she knew what you were talking about. And for me, and so even when I said to her, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know anything. So it was fine.
Okay. I'm going to ask you about an artist, both of you actually. I want to hear your what you think of a particular artist, but should I do it right now? Or I was going to go first. Let me tell a story actually. So I'm going to tell you a very quick story, but this took place at the Neil Young concert. So Neil Young played the Budweiser stage, although he called it the freshwater stage, which I think is a much better name for it. He doesn't use the B word. We shouldn't use the B word either, okay? We're the Great Lakes stage, okay? So I'm there. I went solo. I just got one ticket in the lawn.
On the Aperol lawns?
That's right. Yeah, right. So I'm on the lawns. I'm solo. But then quickly I see a couple of FOTMs. I see Langer, who's been at every single TMLX event. Hey, Langer, how's it going? And then I see the VP of sales, okay? And at some point when the concert starts, because I chatted up some people like Colleen Rushholm and some different people, Carol Pope. Oh, Rob, I dropped your name to Carol Pope.
Did she know who I was?
I don't know. She just sort of like pretended maybe, but she was with Kevin Hearn.
Oh, cool. Nice. I think I know him too.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's on right now in Bare Naked Ladies. So
that's right.
So the concert's going to start. So I'm now in the back center of the lawns with VP and Langer. But I find out on WhatsApp that Canada Kev and Andrew Ward are nearby. So I literally leave this group of us and I go find them and I bring them over. So now we're all there. Andrew Ward has some... he has some cannabis.
Yes.
And he says, anybody want one? A joint. And of course, Canada Kev probably had been smoking the whole day. He had one. Andrew Ward had one. I believe Tyler had one. And
one, like as in their own individuals?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, wow.
And Langer took one. And I actually took a pass, not because I have any Not because I have anything against weed, except I had this IPA and I had this natural high going with Neil, and I had to bike, and I don't know, I just didn't need it. Like I was already like flying high. Okay, so I was running high anyway. I didn't need it, so I'm fine. No, thank you very much, Andrew Ward. But then shortly thereafter, Langer leaves the group, and then I hear VP behind me. I hear him say something like, "Langer's down," or something like that.
Oh yes.
And I look over my shoulder, and Langer's on the ground, and paramedics are at his side. Like paramedics are on. So VP bolts over to make sure Langer's okay, because this love between VP and Langer can't be. I'm going to talk about this with FOTM guests, but it's a true love. Like he was right by Langer's side because Langer was there solo too. And VP's at his side. I go over to make sure everything's okay, but it's, what's going on? He's partying hard. He just needs a moment, have some water, the paramedics. So now I go back to the concert, and then I'm keeping an eye on it, and then I can see Langer standing. He gets up. I'm like, oh, good. Langer's feeling better. He's coming back to Neil Young. And then I watch Langer go down again.
Oh, knocked down twice in one.
Down goes Langer. Second, and I could see the legs buckle, and he goes down. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, Langer's a pretty fit guy, goes to a lot of shows, but whatever was in that weed, like whatever that
3 knockdowns in one round, you're out. Like
that took him down, man. Wow. And he was down again. And now the paramedics are helping him to this paramedic tent.
Wow.
And there's a bunch of oldies at a Neil Young show. So Langer's like one of the younger guys at this show, I'd say, but they have him in the tent. VP goes with Langer to be by his side.
Beautiful.
At the tent. Okay. I'm like, okay, so somebody's there with him. We'll keep going here. I think I said a couple of times to Canada Kevin Wardo, like, hey, we should go check on Langer. Like, no FOTM left behind. And they're like, 3 more songs. So we're hanging around there. At some point, we finally find out where this tent is, and we go check in on Langer. He's got they're checking his blood pressure. They have that thing on his finger. The paramedic says his vitals look fine, but he's not going back to this Neil Young show. We walk him to the gate so he can get on his go and then take an Uber home and then pick up his car the next day. Langer partied himself so hard, he basically partied himself out of this Neil Young show. But I want to give some props to the great VP of Sales, who was by Langer's side the whole time.
That's great.
Isn't that a beautiful story, Rob Preuss? I don't know where Rob is.
He's gone. How long's he been gone for?
I don't know. He missed the best. He's missing a great show. Rob, we didn't hear you. You're muted. And I can see the red mark against your microphone. Are you, Rob, have you used...
Hey, listen, I'm turning 60 next month. Give me a break.
Oh, did you mute yourself and then just forget to unmute yourself?
I don't think I did. I don't think I muted it on purpose.
Okay.
You muted yourself.
I don't know what's worse.
Okay, well...
If you muted yourself and forgot, or you muted yourself and didn't know you did.
No, I didn't mute myself. It's doing all these weird automatic things, like the way it switched my headphones at one point, and then that's why I'm listening on the speakers. But yeah, I just noticed that mute, but I didn't do it.
It's like I get worried. I'm not looking at you because I'm doing a lot of other stuff. But if I don't hear you, I don't know. If you leave,
I know.
That's life. But we got to get to these jams. But I want to ask you guys about an artist. Okay. Okay, I'll do us all a favor and fade this one down.
You picked one of his worst songs.
Yeah, I picked my least favorite Billy Joel song.
I mean, Christy Brinkley is the only reason why that song's okay.
Have either of you two gentlemen seen the Billy Joel documentary on? It's on HBO in the States, on Crave here.
Yep,
I have seen part 1 and part 2.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, so have I. So we've all seen this doc. We'll start with you, Rob. What is your personal take on Billy Joel? Are you a big fan? Did you own any Billy Joel albums? Like, what's your history of Billy Joel?
I have a long history with Billy Joel, starting from when I was like 11 years old, when he was on the radio, when I was a kid, when Just the Way You Are was still, like, to me, a really cool song. Like, it's become a schmaltzy wedding
still a great song. It's a great song.
It's still a great song, but like, I remember when it was like a magical sound to hear that electric piano, and there was nothing like it. And when I was in my band Black Diamond when I was 11, my friend Jim Witter from Hamilton was a huge Billy Joel fan, and I was a huge Elton John fan. And so our worlds sort of coexisted, and Jim basically taught himself to play piano because he loved Billy Joel so much. Wow. So I was always a Billy Joel fan by association with my friend Jim and hearing Billy on the radio. But in the 90s, when Elton and Billy toured together, I was at like their 3rd show in Buffalo. Wow. And then I saw them in Detroit, and I saw them in like Montreal. I saw them a bunch of times. And my favorite Billy Joel album is the last album he released as a pop album, River of Dreams from 93.
Really?
So I've seen him over the years, and I
Wait,
love
what was that last statement about River of Dreams? What did you say about
That's
River
your
of Dreams?
favorite album of his?
That's my favorite album
It's
of
like
his now.
Wow.
David Alter saying Discotheque is his favorite U2 song.
U2, yeah.
I know Billy Joel has tons of good albums and things. I love his early stuff, but the album that I
Imagine
return
that
to,
being your favorite Billy Joel.
I cannot imagine that being my
give it
favorite
a try.
Billy Joel.
Hey, now, come on now.
All right.
For me, there's
Give it a try.
just
We only
something
heard it 100 times.
A month or yeah.
It's true. For me, the timing of it is just because of that time in my life.
Right.
And with Billy, like listening to it and
Fair.
seeing him live and all that stuff, it sort of coincided. So watching these two parts, I thought the first part was really in depth, like almost too much. And I thought, man, how are they going to do a part two?
Never too much.
Never too much. And then they got to the part two and it was even better than part one.
What do you think of Billy Joel, Mr. Willette?
I'm a huge fan. When my dad always loved pop music, so we had pop music in the house all the time, and I still have an original 45 of It's Still Rock and Roll to me. And the sleeve actually has a picture of Billy with like an old time mic on it, and like looking like somebody from Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. And so that came out what 79, 80.
Yeah,
or so?
81, I think.
81. So when I was in grade 8, which would have been 1988 or 89, I get 89, my friends and I wrote a sketch based on It's Still Rock and Roll to me.
Oh, cool.
Because we were such big nerds. And and we use that as the theme. So I love Billy Joel. I've seen him once, and that I loved the documentary. I watch a music documentary about people I don't care about if it's done well.
Me too.
This one is done very well. And Billy is a complicated person, and he was very open.
So Billy Joel, not on FOTM, but he came on some other guy's radio show, and I'm just going to play a minute or so of Billy Joel here.
When you write songs, you hear music first, not the lyrics.
I hear the music first.
The only time that changed was on one song. We Didn't Start the Fire.
That's right.
And you hate that song.
I don't hate the song. I think it's probably the worst musical thing I've ever written.
Because you didn't write the music first.
Yeah, but also you listen, I mean, try to find the melody.
So you broke your winning way of. I mean, the song was a huge hit, but you broke your way of performing. You hear the music first, and then you try to find the lyrics. And this time you did it the opposite.
Yeah,
now you hate the song.
I wrote the words. I don't hate the song. I just don't think it's very good musically. I don't think it's much of a melody.
You perform that in concerts, though, right?
Yeah, we do it live.
Yeah. Is it difficult to remember the words?
Yes.
I think it's tremendously difficult.
As long as I can pick up the first word of whatever verse is coming up. Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray.
Right.
South Pacific, Walter Winton, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Rick Nixon, Studebaker Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. And then what? And I'm looking at the audience hoping to see somebody mouthing the words. Right. Joseph Stalin, and if somebody's gotten the wrong words, I'm screwed.
So there, I thought that was an interesting clip, and I wondered what you thought of that, Mr. Preuss, because you're such a gifted pianist.
I love it. I think Billy's, over the years, he's one of the most interesting guys when he does long interviews like that. Like, I remember that interview that he did with Howard, and he's just, when he tells stories, he gives master classes at, I think, Columbia University as well. He released one, like an hour-long talk on a CD once too, and he talked about his love of classical music and how you can like separate the lyrics from the melodies, and all of his songs do that. And I think it's funny when he talks about this one song, because it's true. But and I think even in the documentary, he does a little bit of that where he plays his melodies and he shows if you remove the lyric and the pop sensibility, it could be classical music. That's what a beautiful melody and a beautiful song is.
If you have a Sirius XM subscription, they have a Billy Joel channel every now and then. Like it pops up, and he is in between songs introducing them and just doing that with the piano. That's cool. It's amazing. It's like he really gives you the idea. He makes no secret about. I really wanted to do this. I wanted to make this song, and then I came out and I was inspired by that. And it's so a lot of that stuff that he talked about in the documentary, I'd already heard him tell those stories.
Me too. That's right. I
Sirius
thought the
XM.
same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but it still was a great documentary.
I feel like I should have said at the end of my Langer story that he's doing fine, everybody.
Oh yeah, by the way, no,
like Langer's still with us. No shout out to Ridley Funeral Home required. Okay, that night when he got home, we were messaging on WhatsApp, making sure he was cool, and we will chat a little more about this on FOTM Cast because VP was there. VP says, "Good peeps, the Budweiser stage EMS crew." Nice. So that's very nice. And then Canada Kev, whose first concert. No, his first arena show was at Maple Leaf Gardens in '82 for Billy Joel.
Nice.
Wow.
Midtown Gord, by the way, on the live stream says he's got 52nd Street on vinyl.
Yeah, me too.
Nice.
And Rob Delmondo, So I Married an Axe Murderer. There's Piper Down. We have Piper Down. I guess that's when I was talking about Langer being down. And Canada Kev says that VP is the wing beneath Langer's wings. One toke over the line. That's the line I was actually reaching for in my head and I couldn't come up with here. But, and VP points out with Mad Men that, and I knew this, and I forgot I knew this, but they filmed the pilot, which is called When Smoke is in Your Eyes, for Mad Men a year before they shot the rest of the season. And
Wow.
I think the same is true for The Sopranos. Like, I think they shot The Sopranos pilot, the first episode, and then like a year later, filmed season 1.
I think the same thing happened with your Wire. Like, because the pilot is so horrible for the Wire.
Well, you know who directed the pilot?
No, I don't actually.
Clark Johnson, brother of Molly Johnson.
Oh, is that who did it?
Oh, wow.
So when she says in that infamous clip, when she says, my brother wasn't just in The Wire because he was all over season 5.
Oh, that's right.
He created The Wire. What she
Right.
means is he directed the pilot.
which was horrible.
Which Bob Willette doesn't love.
I've never been able to watch the show because of it.
Well, that's
Wow.
wild. Okay, well, to each his own.
I know.
suppose.
I can
Hey,
make the time.
I have a Mad Men, a fun thing I've been watching since we finished watching the series, and I was looking for more stuff because I figured when this show ended in 2015 or whatever, I still hadn't started watching, but I figured that it was in the culture so much. There's a really neat 4-part series from the Smithsonian Channel, which I think I found on either on Netflix or on Hulu. It's called The Real Madmen of Advertising, and it's narrated by John Slattery.
Oh,
and
cool.
it goes through. There was an exhibit in the Museum of the Moving Image in Queens, which is like all film and television stuff. They had an exhibit, which of course I missed because I didn't care about Mad Men at the time. But they had sets and costumes and
nice.
scripts and stuff. So this series goes through the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and talks about how advertising developed based on like what Mad Men was doing, and it's so cool.
Very cool. Can I give you a fun fact? So Bob and I have both produced the Humble and Fred show in different incarnations. Humble Howard's oldest daughter adopted John Slattery's dog.
Yep.
Well, no way.
Yeah.
There's your fun fact since
Yep.
you mentioned John Slattery.
Wow.
Who was
And wasn't
Ed.
she was in New York on Madison Avenue as an advertising exec.
Well, yeah, she does work for a New York advertising agency
Wow.
there.
Crazy.
And this dog has made her a lot of money. Like
Yes.
they gave it an Instagram page, and this dog put out its own
Really?
book.
Yep.
Like this is a
Wow.
true story here. Okay.
Wow.
So I'm going to hit quickly some points because Leslie made a comment that's going to tie into something I'm just going to share right now. But she says she was at the Sky Dome, for Billy Joel and Elton John together.
I was too.
Okay, so hold that thought, okay? Because I'm going to play a morning song I wanted to kick out, but this guy's fucking anti-Semitic, and I hate anyone who wants to make any money off a swastika or anything, any hate, if it's racism, misogyny, homophobia, any phobia of any kind, and anti-Semitism. Fuck that, okay? So fuck yay. But this song, prior to me realizing that he aligned himself with Nazis, I thought was one of the best produced hip hop songs of all time, and it was such a great morning song to me. So I'm not kicking it out as one of my jams, but I just want to play it because then I want to play the sample and talk to you two about it. But this song
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh, Mr. By himself, he's so impressed. I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker D's, Rosie Perez, and yes, barely passed any and every class. Looking at every ad, cheated on every test. I guess this is my dissertation, homie. This shit is basic. Welcome to graduation. Good morning.
Rob, I know you're not a hip hop head, but can you name that sample that Kanye uses in Good Morning?
I'm guessing that it's based on what the vocal that they overdubbed on it. It's an Elton John song, and it's "Butterflies Are Free to Fly." Someone saved my life tonight. Yeah.
Wow.
not fooling around.
No, good for you. That's amazing.
When I think of those Eastern lights,
Good morning.
Good morning. What you think I rap for? To push a fucking rap for?
That Good Morning by Kanye, by the way, has a lot of great pop culture shout-outs I quite like. Spike Lee joints.
just one more beer, and I don't hear you anymore. We've all gone crazy lately. My friends out there rolling round the basement floor. And someone saved my life tonight, Sugar Bear. Almost had your hopes in me, didn't you, dear? You nearly had me roped and tied. All about hypnotized, sweet freedom whispered in my ear. You're a butterfly, and butterflies are free to fly. Fly away, high away, bye-bye.
Can I? That's great.
Yeah, you can talk over it.
Okay. Am I hearing like just a tweak with the production? It's Beach Boys Pet Sounds.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's just like it's so close to Beach Boys Pet Sounds.
Yeah, the harmonies.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
good.
Elton was a huge fan
Yeah.
of the Beach Boys, and you know, on
God
his song,
only knows where I'd be.
Yeah, I just as soon as I hear, I like listening. I don't think I've ever listened to the song in headphones before like that. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Well, that's so.
Yep.
So I want to hear from Rob Preuss, pianist
Yep.
extraordinaire, Billy Joel or Elton John.
Oh, always Elton John. I mean, I love Billy Joel, but Elton John has been my jam since I was like 7 years old, 6 years old, probably since I started listening to the radio, and he was just there. So, like, I was just gonna say, like, on his song "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me," he had Carl Wilson singing the background vocals with Tony Tennille from the Captain.
And he's the guy who sings "God Only Knows."
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So when you listen,
okay.
if you go back and you listen to "Don't Let the
Jeez,
Sun Go Down,"
I
on
didn't
Me,
know that.
Yeah, and you hear the background vocals, it sounds like the Beach Boys because it is a Beach Boy. It's,
Oh.
it's actually Carl and Bruce Johnson, who was also in the Beach Boys.
Yeah, sure. He's yeah, of course.
Oh, that's
Hold on.
Someone saved my life tonight, Sugar Bear. You almost had your
So mad props to this song, which really makes Good Morning sing. And I'm not kicking out Good Morning because Ye's a Nazi, but geez, what a great morning song it was back in the day here. Okay, so we're going to cook with gas here because I want to just share a little story where it's a very short story, don't worry. But I'm listening to CBC Radio 1, maybe Q, and they're talking to a musician who goes by the name Kentucky. Okay. And Kentucky had a very interesting story about overcoming addiction. And I was really into the story. I like the long form convos, as you know. So Kentucky, I believe, a Canadian artist. I don't know why he's named Kentucky, but that's okay. And they play like one of his songs, and it's a great song, and I'm enjoying it. But I'm going to play this song, and then Bob Willette is going to tell me what song this song reminds him of, okay?
I've never heard
this. This is Kentucky's, nothing gets rehearsed on this program. Kentucky's No More Tomorrows, as I heard it on CBC Radio 1.
In my life, I've held a bottle. In my life, I've run away. In my life, no more tomorrow. In my life, I'm here to stay. All this time that you walked with me now.
Take your time, Bobby.
I don't think that I need to say. You walked with me when I was hollow. And that's why I am singing here today.
Tip of your tongue.
It is.
In my life I've held a bottle.
Okay, so you want me to help you? Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Help
so
me
it's
out.
funny because you live this life because you bought An old house on the Danforth.
Yes,
Bob Willette.
yes. It's funny. I knew it was Canadian.
Broke into the old apartment.
Yeah.
It's the same song.
This is where we used to live. Broken glass.
That's great.
Rob, it's the same song, right?
It's exactly the same song.
A bit more of this, and we'll go back to that, and then we'll put it to bed.
Now it's like it's
funny because you guys are talking about God Only Knows and Pet Sounds, and Stephen Page has Brian Wilson.
That's right. Did anybody go see the Trans-Canada Highwaymen at the band shell?
I wanted to, but it
I was on the air.
Monica's birthday, and I took her out to dinner.
Oh, cool. I was on the air. I really would have liked to have.
So I'll bring down Bare Naked Ladies to ask you, when I was at Neil Young and Langer was going down, you were across the lakeshore.
Yeah, I was at the band shell introducing FOTM, Chantal Kreviazik.
I saw the photo.
Yeah, and introducing stars, Amy Milan and Torque.
Okay, we did not rehearse this.
No.
Okay, can I just play something I recorded today?
Yes,
I recorded.
I saw this.
Okay, so this is this morning here. Rob, listen closely.
When there's nothing left to burn, you listen to Toronto Mike.
Nice.
Okay, so I can't believe you said Torque. Okay, because Rob, are you familiar with when there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire? Do you know that?
Nope.
That's okay. Bob does.
Yeah, it's the 20th anniversary of Set Yourself on Fire by Stars.
Okay.
And go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, and that was said, I guess it's about 20 years ago now, but it was said by Douglas Campbell.
Oh, wow.
Douglas Campbell, great actor of notoriety, whose son, Torquil Campbell, is the co-lead singer of Stars with Amy Milan. Both are FOTMs. So Torque had his dad do that line. Today I produce a show for Joel Greenberg called Life in Stages. And we had on Benedict Campbell.
You had Torque's son on, right?
No,
sorry.
brother.
Torque's brother. That's what.
So this is Torque's. That clip. I'll just do it quick.
When there's nothing left to burn, you listen to Toronto Mike.
So that's Benedict Campbell sitting here. Me asking him to do that line because he's imitating his father, Douglas.
That's amazing.
Because Douglas has a bit more British going on in his accent because he lived there. But Benedict has a hell of a voice. For an hour I'm listening. I'm like, he could read the phone book. This sounds amazing. But that ties into Bob, who was introducing Stars and Chantal Kreviazik at the C&E Grandstand while Langer was going
on the
down.
ground.
That's amazing.
But now that you know The Old Apartment by Bare Naked Ladies, I don't know if you're familiar, Rob Preuss, with Bare Naked Ladies, The Old Apartment.
I heard of them.
Okay,
I heard of them.
But now just do the first 10 seconds.
In my life I've held a bottle.
This is where we used to live.
In my life I've run away.
This is where we used to live. Broken glass.
No more tomorrow. In my life I'm here to stay.
That's great.
Well, yeah, it's here. Broke into the old apartment.
Doing your own mashup right there.
It's exactly the same.
Anyway, so I'm in the shower. I'm listening to this. No video exists of this. But I was listening to this song, and I'm like, oh, I know this song.
Is the neighbor
It's called The Old
downstairs?
Apartment by Bare Naked Ladies.
Everything is inspired by and related, and it's like there's only so much out there. You can't get that's the whole thing with. I was going to say the whole thing with Got to Get Enough, and Blurred Lines.
That's a vibe.
That's a vibe, exactly.
This is not a vibe, though. This is a melody.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So, Kentucky, if you're out there, I do like your song, No More Tomorrows, and I love your story. But I can't be the only one who hears this song and thinks it's a remake of The Old Apartment by Bare Naked Ladies, a great Toronto jam. Amazing. 'Tis the season. You were at the C&E, and I just wanted to play this.
It's the X. Well, you can rock and you can roll it, you can fly it, you can stroll it at the X. Hey, you can flip it, you can dip it, you can munch it, you can zip it at the X. Come to the exhibition, it's a great tradition, it's the So much at the X. Let's go to the X. So much to see for the whole family at the X. Let's go to the X. Let's go to the X. So much at the X. Let's go to the X. So much to see. The CNE at the X.
So I can't think of the
that.
CNE without hearing that ad.
Sure.
Early 80s. And
Can I ask you guys X questions?
Sure.
Sure. I worked
Like-
there for 3 years, by the way.
That's amazing. Oh, and Bob, you worked there last summer briefly.
I quit before it started. I was at the CNE
that's right.
casino, but I was like, get the hell out of here. But
It's
yeah,
funny
I
'cause,
love.
like,
I
when
do. Go ahead.
When I think of X stuff, it makes me think of school, like the end of school when
yeah.
we get our yellow report cards, and there was always like a little flyer from Conklin. And it was like, here's a coupon, and
Right.
here's what's coming to the grandstand this summer. And it was so freaking exciting. And like, I always think, like, what was your earliest? How old were you, like, the first time you went to the X?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with my mom. My mom and her mother,
Yeah.
both loved the exhibition. They would
Wow.
go every year several times, and they would take me. I've been going since I was. I actually I totally lifted an old bit from SNL for my radio show. After Jack Handy, they did Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. They did
Yes.
Fuzzy Memories with Jack Handy.
Yep.
So I did Fuzzy Toronto Memories.
Amazing.
And I did a whole thing. I created a whole video on it. It's on my Facebook, and on which is facebook.com/BingoBob or The Real Bob Willette on Instagram. It's on both of them, and it's like a little video. One of my first memories is winning a roach clip on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Shout out to Canada Kev.
Yeah. It was a roach clip. Those ones with it's like a leather string with feathers, and winning that and going, and pinning it to my shirt because I thought it was cool. And the guy's like, "No, man, that's I'm 7. Jesus."
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I love the CNE, and I rode the flyer. Did you ride the flyer?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think we all. Yeah, I think most of us Torontonians, even the Burlingtoners,
It was
we have a
torn
lot
down
of,
in '92.
Is that right? So
Yep.
I worked 89, 90, and 91 were the 3 summers I worked at the CNE.
And then they were so sad you left. They tore
But then
the flyer
when I
down.
left, it was a long time before I went back. Like I
Okay.
just had so much. It was 20 days each.
Oh.
And then I obviously I had kids and had to take them and everything. And so I'm going to play a song. We're going to get to these morning jams, okay? We're going to get to them in a moment. I'm vamping for a reason. It'll make sense in a
Nobody's in a
minute.
hurry.
But I have a 9-year-old daughter. I know Bob's daughters are older. How old are your daughters?
10 and 15.
Oh, 10.
Yep. She
So,
turned-
okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to play the song that has been the most played song in my house since the last episode of Toast, okay? And then I'll tell you what's going on.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에
Korean.
Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived 2 lives, tried to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Caught a prattling child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. 끝없이 on stage, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming hard, we came so far, now I believe we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know together we're going. Gonna be golden.
So this is Golden by the band Huntrix. And if you have ever seen K-pop Demon Hunters, you know this song and you know Huntrix. And not only my 9-year-old, my 11-year-old son as well. All over this damn movie. It's a Netflix movie, but like I can't tell you how often they've watched it and how they know every word to every song in this damn thing. Are you familiar with this K-pop explosion, K-pop Demon Hunters, Rob Preuss?
I am familiar with it because we have vocal students that come to us, these kids, and we started hearing about it from the kids who like wanted to sing songs from it, and I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
So you've heard Soda Pop
So
a few
that was-
times.
Yeah. So I've played the song Golden, and when we were doing a summer camp with some kids, and we play this game called Sit and Sing, where kids will like try to sing a bit of a song, or I'll play a bit of a song and they'll guess it. And as soon as I played the intro for Golden, the kids went crazy.
Yeah, so it's just nuts. And Bob, what about your household?
So
Are they too old?
they're aware of no. They're aware of it. They've watched it, but my 15-year-old is all about Broadway musicals, like and not even and ones that haven't even been made yet. There's this thing called Epic. I was actually talking to Leia about it the other. Last time she was here. It's a musical that's been. It's kind of like it's already
time she was here.
It's already been done. Like they've recorded this whole thing, and it's a huge musical theater thing. So my oldest is only all about musical theater, and this she likes it, but it's not like part of her world. And the 10-year-old, I got to give this kid credit. Genevieve I'm trying to find the music she listens to. She's got her own Spotify account, and she likes some really, really interesting alt singer songwriter stuff. These young women who are like this one girl's coming and playing in Toronto at the Velvet Underground on October 22nd, and I'd never heard of her, but her it's amazing. She's got this the K-pop thing. She's too cool. Yeah, she's a little too cool for it.
I believe it. You're cool. She's cool. Your wife is cool. Bunch of cool people. So I went, and again, I can see on the live.torontomike.com, the Toronto mic there is not me. That is Morgan.
I see that.
Morgan, it's me too. It's 2 O's and 2. Okay, I'm here to correct all of Morgan's. And by the way, shout out to the great rapper Decisive, who's on the live stream, Derek Christoph. So hello to Derek. He says Demon Hunters is on nonstop here. Jeremy Hopkins says, my kids have been rocking the song hard as well. Leve Fumka knew that was Demon Hunters. She's all into it. I want to just say that we went to the movie theater, the actual theater on the weekend for a sing-along.
It's huge.
And I went, and I had actually never, watched the whole thing. It's just always on in the background or whatever. And I thought it was a great movie, but B, when you've got a whole full theater of kids singing, belting at the top of their lungs. No, it's okay. You don't have to say sorry, Morgan. I'm just here to be the good dad to tell you how to spell, because school's back next Tuesday.
Yeah.
1 week to go, Morgan. Brace yourself. Love you. I love my earring too. Shout out to this. Okay. So basically, this is an amazing place to be when the whole room is singing at the top of their lungs to every song, because they put all the words of the songs on the screen. Not that they needed that, of course, but I needed that.
Hey, you want to break in with Moose Grumpy's breaking news?
I saw it. So Rob Preuss, what is the breaking news at this hour?
Travis and Taylor are getting married.
Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift getting married. So you hear that, Morgan? Your T-swivel is getting hitched. That's exciting news.
That's amazing.
Thank you to Moose Grumpy. I want to thank a couple of sponsors, and then we're actually going to kick out morning songs, okay? So thank you, Palma Pasta, palmapasta.com. They're in Mississauga and Oakville. Decisive, we're going to get you back in the basement so I can get you a lasagna.
Yes.
So Canada Kev's just making fun of the fact that I did sing. So Morgan points out I was singing at this. I was singing out loud at these K-pop Demon Hunter songs. Why wouldn't I? It was like when in Rome, right? So thank you to Palma Pasta. Thank you to Great Lakes for sending over the beer. Woo! Thank you to recyclemyelectronics.ca. That's where you go if you have old electronics, old cables. You don't throw it in the garbage. You go to recyclemyelectronics.ca, put in your postal code, and find out where to drop it off to be properly recycled. I'm going to save a promotion because tonight I'm at Christie Pitts, but I'll talk more about that in a moment. There's a big Leafs game. We could wrap up the series tonight. Can't wait to be there. We have a new sponsor since the last episode of Toast. So welcome to Blue Sky Agency. That is Doug Mills. And Blue Sky Agency has partnerships with established office furniture brands like Silent and Green Furniture Concept and Rouliard. And if you are a listener of Toronto Mike and you want to chat up Doug Mills about if you're looking for dynamic and creative work environments, there's a lot of return to the office going on. Doug at blueskyagency.ca is who you write. Say thanks for stepping up and helping to fuel the real talk. Let's talk about creative work environments and office furniture and all of that good stuff. So welcome, Blue Sky Agency. Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. Listen to Life's Undertaking with Brad Jones. That's a great podcast.
I love that show. I really love you two talking together on that show.
Well, I love it when we get feedback from the legend that is Rob Preuss that he listens to Life's Undertaking. So that's amazing, Rob.
It's a very calming, inspiring show. I don't know. Every time you have a new episode, I just look forward to it.
You know, I adopt the persona of my guests. So I get up for these episodes and then I'm all chill with Brad Jones.
That's true. That's a good sign of a good host.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this coming weekend is the final weekend of the summer, which means Canada's longest running air show is back. I know this is like some people don't like it. I understand. And there's some PTSD and there's some bad stuff with it. But you can witness 3 days of a breathtaking aerial show over Lake Ontario from the Canadian Forces Snowbirds and the F-35 demo team. And this is happening on the waterfront, one of the many things happening on the waterfront. So shout out to the Waterfront BIA. You know, there's lots going on beyond that. There's Sugar Beach, of course. You can go to the GLB Brew Pub. That's where TMLX 20 is happening. And that's happening on September 25th. So I want to play just before I get to the morning jams, just real quick. This is neither here nor there.
Keep it going.
So we all heard Golden by Huntrix, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't know a lot about K-pop. I know the big hits by BTS or whatever, but I don't know a lot about K-pop. But it has come to my attention that Huntrix Golden song sounds a lot like another K-pop song. So I'm just going to play a little bit, and I don't even know how to say this name. Bob just gave me, what's that called? The Raspberry?
No, it's like 2 K-pop songs sound alike. Do we really need to cover this?
Well, it's just very interesting. I find it interesting. So this band is called IVE, I think, or maybe it's called IVE. I don't know how to say it. IVE is how you say the band name, and the song is called I Am. And just a little bit of this.
다른 문을 열어 따라갈 필요는 없어 넌 너의 길로 난 나의 길로 하루하루마다 색이 달라진 느낌 밝게 빛이 나는 길을 찾아 I'm on my way 넌 그냥 믿으면 돼 I'm on my way 보이는 그대로야 dreams come true 제일 좋은 하늘을 deja vu 머물고픈 어딘가의 낯선 view I'll be far away That's my life beside the
same song.
So I'm just, here to say that, how do I say this? Kentucky's No More Tomorrow is to Bare Naked Ladies, The Old Apartment, as Huntrix's Golden is to IVE's I Am. So
if you are a K-pop fan, right near my house, there's a K-pop store called Light Up K, and then which K-pop band was, Blackpink's J-pop, right? Or they K-pop?
No, that's K-pop.
So when Blackpink was in town, this place was lit, man. There was so many lined up around the corner. It's on Cedar Vale Avenue at Danforth and Woodbine. I've never been in it, but it's a K-pop store, and it's crazy the passion that K-pop fans have.
Amazing. So yeah, Mike, you took an hour to get to these fucking jams. I actually had,
that might be a record.
I know, because on purpose, I was trying to orchestrate something. So I had trying to make some magic happen on Toast here.
Oh.
But you set up all these dominoes, and it's like a Rube Goldberg machine. Sometimes one piece fails and then the whole thing falls down or whatever here. So even this here is a vamp. So even this, with that music in the background, is me trying to buy a few seconds because I was going to do something exciting, but I think instead,
what were you going to try?
What are you going to do?
You got to tell us.
Because it might still happen.
Oh, okay.
So I don't want to spoil anything. It might still happen. But what I will do is let Rob introduce his first morning jam, and then we'll just proceed with the toast and see if my plans come to fruition.
He's got a guest or something. I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe it's decisive. Who knows?
It's decisive indecisiveness. I love that.
Shout out to Derek Christoph.
My first song.
Can you kill this song in the background, please? Oh my God! Sorry,
you don't like it, Bob? You don't
Sorry.
like it, Bob?
It's just the high pitched voice, just like right into my.
It is a high pitched voice.
Oh, anyway,
isn't that funny? Oh my God! It's taking us away from the idea of morning.
But it reminds me a bit K-pop, and again, I'm new to K-pop.
So second hour starting. Cheers.
So here we are entering the second hour with morning.
Now
jams.
we may begin the morning jams. So, any words before your first jam, Rob Preuss?
Yes. What I will say is that I had many songs to choose from. And even the first song that came into my head for the topic got the vamoose because it even didn't make the cut by the end. And literally yesterday I was listening to playlists and breaking it down and trying to narrow it down. And then this song came out of nowhere and I had to put it to the top of the list. So it's an artist I don't even really know much beyond this one song, except that the title was sort of similar to one of my other jams. So I would say just kick it and listen to it, and then we'll talk about it.
It's an alarm.
Good morning, welcome to the world, sunshine. You can't stay in bed forever, remember the deal. Bed is for sleeping and masturbating. You've had about as much as the human body can take of either of those things, so we are getting out of bed today, man. And brace yourself, because I'm like 90% certain you forgot to set the heating to come on this morning, so this is not going to be pleasant for either of us, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2... Not fucking around. Get out of bed. Come on. Have a shower immediately. I know you think you're fine and you smell okay. You're not, and you don't. And as soon as you get into the shower, you're not going to want to get out of it again. And this is what we do. We get clean. We get our body feeling better. And then we put some clean clothes on. Some fucking Jesus Christ. If you need to do a smell check, they're not clean. That's it. You know what? I'm adding laundry to today's list. Everybody has times they just want to stay asleep forever. It's normal. Sometimes it lasts for days, weeks, months, even years. Maybe you're being broken up with. Maybe you hate your job, you know? Maybe there isn't a reason. Maybe just fuck everything, because fuck everything. But here's the thing, no one ever got happier sitting around waiting to get happier. So stop making excuses and start making yourself some fucking breakfast. How is it almost 3 p.m.? Come on! Good morning, welcome to the world, sunshine. This is how we get better. Every day we wake up and we get out of bed and we get dressed and we clean up last night's mess and we keep doing these things, not because they're guaranteed to make us feel good, but because failing to do them, guaranteed to make us feel bad. And listen, I know it feels like I've just got you lugging heavy rocks around all day for no reason with no reward, but please trust me, I can see what you're not able to see yet. This is not just a pile of stones, okay? We are building a castle together, and we're gonna build it brick by heavy fucking brick. And I'm going to be here with you every moment, talking you through it. All you need to do is look at the ground in front of you and put one foot in front of the other. And one day soon, I hope, you are going to look up and you are going to see what we've been working on this whole time. You are going to see how far you've come rather than how far there is left to go. And eventually you won't need me around so much anymore. So, one foot in front of the other. Pick up the rock. We are getting out of bed today.
Good morning, sunshine. That's what I say to Rob Preuss every morning. Rob, what are you listening to there?
This is an artist from Scotland called The Narcissist Cookbook. Brand new to me. So Narcissist Cookbook is led by Matt Johnson, and Matt goes by they, them, and they have been around for like many years, unbeknownst to me. But now that I'm in this world, I'm like, I need to hear everything. And I found a live video of like a crazy audience singing along with this song, like singing every word. And it sort of reminded me of a little bit like Ed Sheeran and a little bit like the sensibility is a little bit like Bare Naked Ladies too, where there's like some humor to it as well.
It sounds like the Streets or something, right?
Yes, totally going on for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's a little bit like they call it post-punk and like spoken word, all this stuff mixed together, you know, busking and playing in bars and doing solo shows. And they just did a tour in America, and I don't know if they came to Canada as well.
They did.
Like two months ago with somebody called, there was another solo person.
Was it Kentucky?
No, it wasn't Kentucky.
Was it Kevin Hearn?
This song just came from me out of nowhere, and I'm like excited to dig more into this world because I love shit like this. I find it super inspiring.
They played the supermarket in which place I was DJing last summer quite a bit. That was on June 22nd. They played. I looked it up.
No way.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So I just love so I found this on Spotify by just like looking for common named songs, you know, to see if there's any interesting versions or whatever. And I'm so glad I clicked on it because I just love it.
I like the way you approach this is sometimes we get the topic and you kind of go search, where all I do is search my brain. Like
my brain was already filled with morning jams.
This was his idea.
Yeah, that's true. So Rob, we're going to switch things up. Yep. That's a roaring start. So typically I close, so it'll be, you know, you, Bob, then me. I'm actually going to kick out my first jam right now. Is that okay with you, Rob?
Very
Preuss?
important.
You know, why am I mixing it up? Let's find out. But I was thinking, what are morning songs that I love? And lately I've spent a lot of time with 12 Inches of Snow, okay? And this song, this hook, I fucking love it, okay? So I'm going to play some of this, and then we're going to talk about it, and then I might hit you with a remix, okay? Here is Lonely Monday Morning by Snow.
Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. Informer dip on the other sea. Alright, yeah. Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. Informer dip on the other sea. Alright. It's me and please tell them I'm not coming and they blow down me door. Bring your cup on through my window. They're gonna put me in the back of the car at the station. From that point, I'm gonna reach my destination. But the destination, the region, now there is attention. With them, my pants, look on my pants. But I can't take it to the pressure, man, me can't take the pain. So, come on, me say, release the chain. Lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning. And I didn't have no company.
Bob Willette, what do you think of Lonely Monday Morning by Snow?
12 Inches of Snow, man. It was everywhere. It was great. I mean, you grew up in Toronto. Everybody, you knew it. You knew somebody who knew him, or knew the store. You knew everything. Yeah, it was great.
Rob Preuss, what do you think of? You got an ear for melody. What do you think of that hook, Lonely Monday Morning?
I love it. I love it. It reminds me of. It's just got a very familiar feel to it, but that's probably just why I love it, because I just remember this when it was first out too, like listening to all those songs. It's cool.
MC Sean with the production on that.
Well, let's get some more information on Lonely Monday Morning from 12 Inches of Snow. Joining Toast, a big surprise to my co-host, didn't tell a soul. We have on the line right now, Snow, the Snowman. How you doing, Snow?
How you doing, guys? Everything good?
It's good.
Hey, Snowman.
Come here. How's everything?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good now.
Good.
You just brought the show to a new level.
Only Monday morning on a Tuesday.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's figure this one out.
Hey, you know what? We break the rules here, right? Yes.
I should have introduced this man as the man banned from every bay in the country.
The bay? Yeah.
So, Darren O'Brien, Snow, what can you tell us about Lonely Monday Morning? Do you remember what you wrote it about, where that hook came from?
Yeah, it's a remix of Informer.
Yes. Same lyrics.
The lyrics and the verses are the same because I got arrested on a Thursday and I wrote Informer, and then on a Monday they denied me bail, so I was like, lonely, lonely, lonely Monday morning.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they denied me the bail, and so I was lonely that I didn't have I didn't have nobody.
Wow.
It was a lonely time. So that's where that song came from, and the producer who did the remix and stuff is Who you'll hear this. I love the remix.
Well, you know what? So don't even tell us about the remix yet, because I'm going to play it in a moment here, like in moments here. But so the lyrics, other than that hook, lonely, lonely, which I, by the way, find myself just singing it randomly. My 9-year-old knows it by heart. She breaks into it too. So the chorus that's around that amazing hook, those are exactly the lyrics from Informer, right?
The verses.
The verses, yes. Yeah, you're the musician. You're right. Okay. So where did the hook come from? Like that, where did the melody come from?
I don't know.
Like just what? Like inspiration tapped you on the shoulder?
God, God gave it to me. See, they call me MC Shan and all them guys, like Commissioner Gordon and all Cool and Dre and all that. They call me the Melody Man, because I just come up with melodies, you know. So they just, I don't know. Melodies come to me. Not all good, but some, you know, whatever.
Well, they took your melody. MC Shan took your melody, and for the remix, there's a sample with the Headhunters featuring the Pointer Sisters and God Made Me Funky in it. Which is amazing when you can learn all this now because you can just Google this stuff. But when you hear it, you're like, oh, I see it. But so you come with the song, you know, the melody there, and then you go to your producer and they build the beats around it, right?
Yeah. Well, that time there, I wrote the song in 1989, Informer.
That's right.
When I got charged with the 2 attempt murders, but I got all that kind of stuff. So I wrote it. And then when I met MC Shan in New York City on the street, in Queens on the street corner, that's when I sang it to him. I was like, Informer, you know, he's like, yo, I love it, let's go to my house. And I was like, all right.
Cool.
Nothing that.
Was that a random meeting?
Random meeting. Like, he came down there to buy some weed, and I was down there hanging with the Jamaicans. And they were like, yo, Shan, you got to hear this white kid. Shan was like, oh, here we go.
Wow.
On the steps, and Shan is like, hey, Shan was like, you know, like, I love Shan. He produced Rakim.
Yeah, he's been around since like 83 or something.
Yeah, he's like, I think he was the first hip hop artist to get signed through a major, through Warner, through a major, yeah. So, and he was supposed to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Is that right?
Yeah, he gave up the job because blah, blah, blah. They were, he gave up the job to Will. So, yeah. And
That's
everybody, like, you know what I mean? He talks about it a lot, but yeah, so that's how we did it. I would just sing, and then Shan would do the beat. Like, and sometimes Shan would play a beat, and Shan would look at me, and if I don't come up with a melody like quick, he'll change the beat. He'll be like, no, hey, boom, next beat.
Not feeling it.
Can I kick some of this remix version and then get some details on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lonely Monday morning. Informer dead on every corner. Alright, yeah, I'm lonely Monday morning. And I didn't ask no company. Alright, yeah. I'm Mr. Please, I never come in and they blow down me door. Ready got watch through my window. They put me in the back the car at the station. From that point, I'm gonna reach my destination. But the destination region at the east attention. With them my pants, look on my bottom. Can't take the pressure, mommy can't take the pain. Bubble, come and miss, I release the chain. Lonely Monday morning. And I didn't have no company. Alright, yeah, I'm lonely Monday morning. Informer up on every corner. Alright,
Snowman, who exactly did this remix? Wait, say that again?
He's probably one of the greatest DJs and the greatest producers, like, of all time. DJ Clark.
Okay, you said DJ Clark Kent. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, Clark Kent. He produced. He's the one who found Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z out of the hood, told him, no, don't be the hood no more. He introduced Jay-Z to Biggie Smalls. He produced all Biggie Small. You know, like, he's like, and what I loved about him, because when I was small, growing up in my neighborhood, 15, 16 years old, we had turntables that you couldn't buy in Canada. We had to go to Florida to buy them. 1,200 Techniques, 1200s.
Ones and twos.
Right? So what he would do he would have a place in New York. He's from New York, right? But he would have a place from Brooklyn. He has a place in his well, he passed away now, God rest his soul. But he had a place where he would teach kids how to DJ, scratch, and do all that stuff. And in his house, he had 3 floors. So you remember the Game of Death, the Bruce Lee?
Yes.
He had to fight the better guy each floor. He had to go to each floor to fight the better guy.
Sure.
This is what DJ Clark Kent would do. He would start you on floor 1, and then you go to floor 2, and then you go to floor 3. And then when you made it to floor 3, then you do all that. But that's Clark Kent. And that's who did that remix. I was in, we were in the studio at the same time doing that remix.
Now, would I be right in saying that that's definitely got more of a harder dance hall vibe, that remix? Like it's
hip hop.
I know it's hip hop. I feel like it's got like
dance hall.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I mean
that's if you listen to it, the sample he sampled, because I was there in the studio when he was doing it, making the record.
Yeah,
he sampled. Check the rhyme, y'all. Check the
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, I hear that now. Yeah.
Wow. That's in the beginning of the song.
That's right.
Pieces from that song, Check the Rhyme. So that's where that song comes from, Lonely Monday Morning. So, and who loves that song? Nicky Jams. I don't know if you know it. He's a reggaeton artist.
Yes, of course.
He wants to do that song over, like Daddy Yankee did Informer. He wants to do Lonely Monday Morning, like he loves it.
Well, it's a gift that keeps on giving, right, Snowman?
Yeah, right.
As long as he pays for it, right? Like you get those resids, bud.
Long as it's good, long as it sounds good.
That's good. Yeah.
You got paid appropriately for Con Calma?
I got paid what I was supposed to get paid.
There you go. That's fair.
That's all you can ask.
That's a fair statement.
Because I saw you in.
I could have what happened was, it almost all got messed up because I knew Daddy Yankee's camp, right? I knew his people, but MC Shan, they asked me, they wanted 50% of the publishing. Right? So I was like, wow, I'll give you 80%, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, geez, it's Daddy Yankee doing a song over. What am I going to lose, right? So I'm like, yeah. So we agreed to it, but Shan, MC Shan, his publishing company said no, they want more, like 80% or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're not doing it. So they didn't do the record. They weren't going to do the record. And I asked them, they're like, no, we're going to pass on it. And I'm like, why are you going to pass? He says, because Shan wanted too much money, too much publishing. And I'm like, yo, that's not MC Shan, because Shan's like me. Shan's not a money hungry, greedy. He's not like this. So I phoned Shan. I'm like, Shan, you heard about the Daddy Yankee song? He's like, no. And I'm like, your publishing company. He's like, what? He's like, He phoned them back up. He's like, oh, and they're like, okay, we'll do it. We're on. So that's how that went. So
what's your dog's name?
I can't tell you. We're not allowed to tell our dog's name, eh?
Oh.
Is the dog in witness protection or?
Yeah. No, but where we train, we can't tell people our dog's name, so nobody knows. Like if I walk on the street, nobody knows my dog's name. We don't give my dog a treat because he's real protection. Like he's like killer. Like these guys. Wow. Like these are the top dogs in the world. This breed and bloodline. Here now, fool with that, Platz. And I only talk in German to him, right?
Oh, is it his German Shepherd?
No, a Belgian Malinois.
A Belgian. Wow. Okay, cool.
Rob Preuss is of German descent.
Yeah, I won't say a word. I'm not saying anything to your dog. Keep it quiet.
Yeah, fool with that.
So, Snowman, I know I talked to Paul, and I know you're going to be visiting me again for another, like a sequel episode. You were great in your Toronto Mike debut.
Robbie Patterson, you met Robbie at the game.
Yes.
Robbie, he's like, he got mad at me because I told him, oh yeah, I'll bring you next time I go to Mike, I'll bring you. He's like, all right. And he heard that I was on your show or something again. He's like, you went without me. I was like, oh yeah, without you. Don't worry, Robbie, I got you.
No, there's a seat for Robbie, but am I going to see you at Christie Pitts tonight for the Leafs game?
I'm going to see how it is. I'm going to feel it out and see and figure it out. Yeah.
We can win this series with a W tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, things have gone much better since you became an official ambassador for Toronto Maple Leafs baseball.
See that? Romantic.
All right, man. This was amazing.
Thank you for coming on, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Snow.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wait, are you doing romantic traffic there?
I love that.
Thank you.
I love that video. And you're the one that stood out in that video with you just standing there with the hair, eh?
With the hair, which is gone, and the red jacket.
No, the hair's still there.
Man,
I let it go.
So you can. Sorry, I didn't. Go ahead.
That song came out, I'll be looking for my friends on the subway. I'm like, yo, they didn't show nobody I knew.
Oh, that's so funny. It was all random people too, which is so hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I was looking. I was looking for random people, except for your Mick crew.
Right.
And so I'm like, yo, and then it passed. The deal went through, and I didn't see none of my people.
Oh, too bad.
Well, wait till the Daddy Yankee remake of Romantic Traffic.
You know, they could, because that's a big song.
Yep. There you go.
So, Snow, you're welcome to hang out. Like, we're just going to kick out jams and talk. It's up to you.
I feel bad with my jams now. They're so nerdy compared to...
You guys got my memo, right? You can only kick out a jam if the songwriter comes on the show.
I could do that, but I need some arrangement. I need some time.
Okay, so we're going to let Bob Willette kick out another jam. Snow, it's up to you if you hang or not. We love having you here. You know this. And hopefully I'll see you tonight at Christy Pitts.
Ooh, I got to walk him. He's been bugging me.
There you go.
Don't name him, though.
No. That's look up. Look at him.
Thanks for this, buddy. This was awesome. I'll see you soon, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, though.
Love and respect always. Love.
See you, man.
Bye, Snowman.
Bye.
That was very nice. I tried to do that a couple times with people, and it never quite worked out. I was going to have Stephen Page try to come on, and I had a couple other ones that that just didn't quite work out. But I've had that thought on many an occasion to have somebody like do that. Good job.
Thank you very much. Now you know why because I was trying to open with that, but he was late, and then I had text from him, and he didn't have the link, and it was a whole rigmarole here. So, Bob, we're gonna cook with gas now.
Yeah, let's go.
What's anything to say about your first jam before we kick it out?
No, I just want to say that like all my 3 jams are all vibey, related to a time of the morning, like morning times.
Okay.
Just don't know that you do it. You wait around in the conversation while I get in and start stumbling through it. I was so distracted then, I didn't have it straight in my head. I didn't have my face on yet, or the role or the feel of where I was going with it all. I was suffering more than I let on. The tropic morning news was on. There's nothing stopping me now from saying all the painful parts out loud. Got to my feet.
Talk to us, Bobby.
All right. This is the most high energy national song ever. This is a band. This is the National. David Letterman once described. He loves the National, and he described the National as your most depressed friend's favorite band. And I'm not a huge National fan. I've come to them a little late, but I did come into my algorithm. This is from the. It was the first track off their I think their last album, The First 2 Pages of Frankenstein. Actually, Lana just interviewed Matt Berninger, or it's not Berninger, it's Berninger.
Berninger, right?
Yeah, she just interviewed him. Lana didn't. She just at a record store, and he's actually got a pretty good sense of humor for a guy who sings just such depressing music. But this is called
sad dad music.
Yeah, exactly. Tropic Morning News is the name of this song, and it's actually written. Him and his wife wrote the lyrics together, and it's what they used to call doom scrolling in the while they're in bed to get, like in the morning they would they'd call, oh, what are you looking at? Oh, you know, the Tropic Morning News, and then they called it so it's his wife Karen Besser came up with the lyrics, which I think is great, and this I had this on a playlist already for like a Sunday morning chill playlist. So that kind of came to mind, and I really like it. It's super. It was a number 1 song on the Billboard Adult Alternative Airplay chart back in 23. Cool. It's a great song.
So I saw this band live with the VP of Sales at Budweiser stage.
I've never seen them.
Well, here's the thing, and the crowd loved it. Okay, it was a full stage.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Everybody loved it. It doesn't work on me. Like, it never took. I find it kind of boring.
I could see it live being boring for sure.
I mean, a lot of sad divorced dads crying at once. It's quite a sight to behold. It's like seeing that Huntrix or whatever at the theater.
You know what's interesting about the band is that they have that Taylor Swift connection where the kids love something about the music that they make, and then their collaborations with Taylor Swift are like huge for her career, right? So something about the marriage and the mix between the two of them really works.
And she's getting married.
Yes,
and
there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like these guys aren't emo, right? They're post-emo, right? Like, I think they're actually a little, like, I think they're too legit to be emo, if that makes sense. Like, they're real singer-songwriter. They're real songwriters. But yeah, I can understand why they'd be boring live. I could totally see that.
And the one I always critically acclaimed, The Boxer, was the big critically acclaimed album, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I took so many runs at The Boxer because everybody I trusted said, "Oh, this is an album to listen to," but I just didn't take.
It's a background album. I find their music in general, like, it is a Sunday morning. I'm gonna get up and make breakfast and have that on in the background. Like, it's not a. Yes, this is a feature about jams, but it's not that kind of jam.
And what I think is weird about their music and the 21st century music is that the reason for a lot of popularity of artists like this is that music has become a lot of a background situation for people. And we know what it feels like to like put on headphones or sit in front of speakers and really listen to music. But for a lot of kids today, and when I say kids, I mean anybody younger than me and younger than you guys, the music has a different meaning to them. And stuff like this is nice to just put on when you're doing something else. And that's great.
Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting statement because I find I don't trust people who don't like music. Like,
you don't trust all the younger generations.
Well, they like. Yeah, here's the thing. They like music, but they don't have favorite bands. They don't have they're not passionate about anything, and that's all. Like, so I find it interesting that you're saying the younger people don't. They're using music almost as not an instrument. It's like it's your fridge. It's just there.
Yeah, and like what's a cool 30 seconds of a song I can use for my Instagram story?
Yeah,
and what's going to make me look cool?
What's trending?
Yeah, and which is fine in one way, but like for me, I love hearing a clip of music and then going, "What the hell is this?" and then sort of digging into it. Yeah. But that's our generation, right?
I think some people like that exist. Younger.
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah.
They're out there. So. Now, it is not remarkable, but it's interesting how popular the National is, that they can sell out, the Budweiser stage when they have no hits.
Yep.
No radio hit, but what's a hit?
I mean, no radio hits. Like, there's no name a hit from that band.
No, but there's no hits. You don't need hits.
That's what
anymore.
I'm saying. Right. This is what I'm saying.
There's an artist, Laufey, her name is?
Leve.
Yeah, Leve. Thank you. Yep. Sorry. We gave away a bunch of tickets for her. She's selling out. She sold 2 nights at the Scotiabank, Icelandic jazz singer. Yep. Never been on nobody, maybe CBC would play a song here and there. Or
no, this is the new world. I see it down the street from us. Forest Hill Stadium is a fantastic venue, and bands come and play there. Like 2 nights, there was a guy played on the weekend, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Never heard his name before. I Googled him, and he's like a songwriter and a producer, and he's in a world like a world that there's no such thing as mainstream anymore. So,
did you change anything, like get closer to the mic or started yelling at the mic? I'm just curious if you changed anything, Rob Preuss.
No, why? What sounds worse?
Oh, that's better now. I don't know. It's just you were a little bit yelly there.
Oh, really?
And that's coming from me.
That's my mic.
But Rob, I want to hear your words before your second morning jam.
Yeah.
My second one, there's really nothing to say other than I was following sort of a trend in my morning jams, and this is one of them. And I had to kick out a lot of songs to make this short list, so I kept this one in because it's one of my favorites.
Is that a xylophone?
I think so, or glockenspiel.
Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle above us. We twinkle below. Good morning, starshine. You lead us along, my love and me, as we sing our early morning singing song. Glitty gloop gloopy, bippy lappy doopy la 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 lo lo. Saba sippy saba doobie abba nabba lee lee lo lo.
That's gibberish. Rob Preuss, tell me about Good Morning Starshine.
Yep. You all know this song, of course.
I don't know this song.
What?
I don't think so. Tell me why I should know this song so I can see how stupid I am.
This song is from the musical Hair, which...
Don't know the song.
You don't know the song? Okay.
I only know Long Beautiful Hair or whatever.
Okay. This was a radio hit in summer of 69. In the summer of 69. First, this guy, his name is Oliver. He's an American singer. And the song is from Hair the Musical. And I knew this song literally when I was 4 years old because Bob sang it on Sesame Street as well.
Oh, I knew Bob. I knew Bob on Sesame Street.
Bob McGrath sang the song, and there's a beautiful clip on YouTube of him singing it with some Muppets from the very first season. Like that.
I could see that.
Yeah, it was the first when Sesame Street began that November 69, and that's one of my earliest memories of like sitting down in front of the TV to watch it. So this song has been in my life like from one of my earliest musical memories.
See, you guys, you two are a little bit of, in my opinion, a little bit of like theater snobs in that you cannot believe somebody hasn't seen Hair.
Oh no, I've never seen Hair live, but this was a radio hit.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe we need to start playing it on Indie 88 because I haven't, I don't recognize it.
Sure, if you want to go create a time machine too, sure, that'd be great.
That's right.
I did notice a Broadway quality to the. Yes. I noticed it in your first song too, even though it was a Scottish guy, but it had a bit of like a.
I thought the same
quality.
thing at the very beginning. I thought this is a musical song. Yeah. I did.
Isn't that funny?
I mean, musical
and
song.
it was the sound of the production. I think in that song, Narcissus Cookbook. Right? There's something about the compression of the voice that's like just really in your face. It sounds like it could be from a show. I never thought of that.
Yeah. Oh no, big time.
Yeah, like it's from Rent or something.
Right.
There's a certain cadence to all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they is a storyteller, and it makes you just want to listen to the lyrics and the story. And I mean, that's definitely a theatrical quality for sure, which I love.
Well, I love these jams here. I'm just popping into the live stream here because we are cooking with gas. The National Good Buddies with FOTM Hayden, who I literally chatted with yesterday.
Oh, wow.
He wanted me to know he misses seeing my handsome face at High Park because my kid's no longer in house league. He's in this development league or whatever. So we don't play games like every week at High Park like we did last summer. So he misses me. And Hayden, if you're listening, I also miss you. And I wanted you to be on stage when I saw the National at the freshwater stage. So shout out to VP, shout out to the National. Let me see here. I'm going to see Lettuce tomorrow night. Anyone heard of him? So have you heard of Lettuce?
Nope. I mean, in a salad, yeah.
There you go.
So Canada Kev's going to see Lettuce. So there's a lot of bands we don't know anymore. And of course, Moose Grumpy, again, like you two, letting me know I should know Good Morning Starshine because
yes, you
it's
should.
well known, Mike. Not well known to me, Moose Grumpy. Okay, that is my truth. That is my truth. And then there's some chat about the gibberish lyrics in that particular. And then Moose says, when you guys post going to different concerts around Toronto, I often have no idea who you are talking about. Well, I stick to the big names. The Who, Neil Young, Bare Naked Ladies. Okay, no obscure bands in my
that's right.
That's funny. You don't, none of these little shows for you.
My most obscure band is Rusty. Okay, there you go.
All right.
That's pretty obscure.
Apparently this song was kicked out by you, Rob Preuss, when we kicked out Gibberish Jams.
Oh, you've already
Toast.
done it. Uh-oh.
You know what? That's a violation. What
It
do we
is
do?
a violation.
Rob, what's the punishment?
Does
he lose a turn in picking the theme? There needs to be a real punishment.
Oh, that's going to take like 3 months for the punishment.
That's true. That's true. Well, we'll consider the punishment for you, Rob Preuss. Preuss, we expect better from you.
I'm really sorry, but I'm happy to know that the statistics are being kept.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and you don't remember it from then.
No,
Mike doesn't even remember
To
it.
me, maybe that's it. Maybe I've heard it a million times. some songs just don't hook in and resonate. Like they're just like background noise or whatever.
That's right.
So I may know that song, and I don't know. I wasn't watching Sesame Street in 1969. That's for sure.
No, yeah, sure.
But if it appeared on an album or something with Bob singing it, I had a lot of Sesame Street material. So who knows? Okay,
this is like a preview of one of my things. It's crazy.
Cool.
Oh my God. It all connects here. Well, yeah, but
so Mike,
you're not
going
next
now.
anymore.
Mike, you're going number 2, right?
You're next. Now.
I'm going next.
You're next. Yeah.
I called an audible on the line of scrimmage.
Sure.
Because that dog needed to be walked, and that dog shall remain nameless.
Omaha 22. Omaha.
I repeat. The dog shall remain nameless.
That's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Well, to be discussed. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
In the code, people know, people come and go, it bores me. Same thing, seems like I'm trapped in a world where the servant face upside. And time waits on no man, so when people fall like me,
every day is Saturday night, but I can't wait for Sunday morning. Sunday morning.
All right, I'm going to start by saying I have taken several runs at getting Chaos on Toronto Mike because I'm a big fan and he feels accessible to me, but I've struck out every time.
That's strange to me. He's a very sorry, this is your time, but he is
Go ahead.
He's a very eccentric fellow. I've met him on a couple occasions, and he marches to the beat of his own drum. He doesn't care about anything. He just does what he wants. And
he doesn't want to come in the basement and chat me up.
And I was there at History with the OVO where he came out and did stuff because he had a beef with Drake, and Drake invited him to that, and I was there for that. It was crazy.
Right. So if you don't know this song, Rob, are you familiar with this song by Chaos?
No, but I feel like I might have heard it, but I really like it.
Yeah, you would if you've been in Canada and listened to the radio in the
2000s.
In the 2000s, you know this.
I've definitely heard it on the radio. For sure.
So
I love it.
This album is called Atlantis Hymns for Disco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great album.
This was the second single from that album. It went to number 5 on the Much Music countdown. I did see it quite a bit on Much Music. He even performed it on The Late Show with Mr. David Letterman, and this is like early 2007 he did that.
Wow.
Quick quote. He hasn't been on Toronto Mike to talk about it, but he did write at some point. He said, Sunday morning was always about church and food and family. Then I moved down to Toronto, and Sunday morning became about Advil gel caps. This song is about an individual who realizes how sacred Sunday morning used to be, and he can't wait until Sunday morning is something that helps him out instead of a day of rest. My parents have been married for over 40 years, and I will eventually become like them and have 10 kids and do my own thing. But until then, every day is Saturday night. So that is Chaos Talk. Kevin Brereton is his real name.
Yep.
That's cool.
And I'm trying to remember now, but I know. I just did an episode, like, I had a cancellation, and I had this thought banging around my head, like, songs that mention the name Toronto, but not songs that talk about the 6 or T-Dot.
Yeah.
Or 416, or talk about buying a house on the Danforth, or having a kiss on Bathurst. Like, there's a lot of Toronto jams, but I wanted songs that said the word Toronto. And there's a Chaos song that dropped, and it's from Atlantis Hymns for Disco. So I did kind of drop that into that episode, which I dropped earlier this week. But I'm going to play something. This is going to make me tear up, I think. I'm even thinking about it makes me tear up. But I mentioned this song came out in 2006. And I guess when my oldest daughter was 3 years old, this became her favorite song. I played it a lot, so maybe I had some influence there. But this is actually a recording I took, and it sounds like it's going to sound like potato quality here. But I took a little video of my daughter Michelle singing this.
It's Saturday night, okay, Sunday morning. Saturday night, okay, Sunday morning. Saturday night, I can't wait for Sunday morning. Sunday
So that's little Michelle, who's, I guess she was
Isn't that
born in
cute?
04, so I guess she's
Wow.
like 3 years old probably there, singing Sunday Morning. And at the time, I did get a note from somebody who was touring with Chaos, because I put it on YouTube, and then it actually, I don't know, I've had good traction with SEO or whatever, but a lot of eyeballs on that little video of Michelle singing Sunday Morning. And I was told by somebody who emailed me to say that Chaos had watched it and thought it was very cute. And I remember
Wow.
sharing that with Michelle like 20 years ago or something like that.
Man, oh man, the days are long, but the years are short, eh? Holy
Yep.
moly.
Write that down.
True?
I have somewhere in the cloud, I have a video on my phone from my short time as the music director at Virgin Radio. In the music director, so the Chum FM music director's office was much bigger than the Virgin office. So Chaos came in and performed for a bunch of us, like at 9 a.m, and very much out of the same page as Hugh Dillon from the Headstones at the Christmas show for the Humble and Fred show. Chaos would not perform for us until we got him a beer in the office. And then when he did, he ended up covering Radiohead, and he was amazing. It was awesome. I have he was great, but we needed to go and find a beer in the building somewhere at 9:30 in the morning.
Wow.
That's wild. I've heard that Hugh Dillon story from Humble and Fred. That's why. But you know, beer, right? I thought it was weed.
Which
Was it a beer?
the Hugh Dillon story?
Yeah.
I always heard of beer, but maybe it was weed. I don't know. I was on
Maybe
the other
both.
side. I was on the other side of the stage.
Maybe it was both.
It was 98, and I was sitting next to Howard. I was the on-site producer going back to the radio station, so
Right.
I kind of had headphones on the whole time.
Okay. Well, so that song's called Sunday Morning.
Yes, and this song.
But I'm going to set you up. I'm not going to
Okay.
spoil yours. But
go ahead.
I've often thought in my head about the Sunday Morning trifecta, because there were 3 songs that I loved that were called, there are probably more than 3 songs actually that I think about it, but these were the 3 I loved, these 3 songs. And that was the one I chose to kick out. But I do want to pay respect for a moment to this song.
I'm surprised it's not Maroon 5 Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
You got Hanson, huh?
Brings the dawning.
Speaking of Kevin Hearn,
It's just a restless
it all comes back to Kevin Hearn.
by my side. Early dawning.
So I'm just going to shout out the Velvet Underground, because their Sunday Morning is a fucking great song.
Yeah. It's just the wasted years.
And I'll bring it down so Bob can introduce his second jam.
My second jam is called Sunday Morning.
Oh, what a wild coincidence. This is the other song in the trifecta. Let's hear it.
Spoiler alert.
There we go.
Fucking great song, by the way. Great. Makes me want a spaghetti dinner or something.
Sappy, pathetic little me. That was the girl I used to be. You had me on my knees. So good. I'd trade you places any day. I never thought you could be that way.
So good.
Yes.
You look like me on Sunday.
You gotta hear the bump up, dude.
You came in with the breeze on Sunday morning. Sure ain't changed yesterday. Without even warning, I thought I knew you. Whoa, I thought I knew you. Whoa, I thought I knew you.
Well, yeah. No doubt. No doubt from Tragic Kingdom, Sunday Morning. First came to my head right away. we used to play. So I used to produce the live to airs from Club 102 with Martin Streak and DJ Dwight at the time, and often at the Phoenix after midnight, going toward like 1:30 in the morning, we would play Sunday morning, and and it's been really neat being at Indie 88 because this is in our gold rotation, and I've been told to kind of be myself, and so I get on the air and I'm like, bounce, 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 bounce. Like I'm like, let's go. Like this is a great energetic song. Yes, it's not a first thing wake up in the morning jam, but it could be to get you going. It's
a morning jam.
So what's interesting, this was the 5th single off of.
Can I guess? Can I do this?
Probably.
Do it. I'm going to try to do this.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm Just a Girl, and I might get the wrong order.
Yeah.
Spider Webs. I'm Just a Girl.
I'm Just a Girl, Spider Webs.
Okay, give me a second. The slow one with the apple in the video.
Don't Speak.
Right? Don't speak. So those are the 3 big first singles.
Yeah.
There's one between those 3 and this one?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, it was on Edge 102 for sure.
Okay, help me out. I can't.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, of course. Yes, big time song. Yeah.
So it's interesting about this. Yeah. So check this song out.
Great album.
So do you remember the documentary with Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre?
Yes,
and so there's no doubt is featured quite a bit in that because this is their 3rd album, and and Jimmy believed in this band. He believed in Gwen Stefani, and it took a long. They were one of these like 3-year or 10-year overnight successes. They worked their asses off. What's interesting, this song is written by Gwen Stefani, Eric Stefani, and Tony Kanal, but produced it, and I should have had a mind blow ready for this. I'm sorry, Matthew Wilder.
Oh, yes.
Hey,
really?
Break My Stride.
Break My Stride.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to break my stride.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to hold me down.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was working with them.
Yeah. So for me, this is probably my favorite No Doubt song. I love this song.
Might be. You know what? Cool. It might be. I think it might be my favorite No Doubt song.
Yeah. It's so good.
No arguments. Her brother animated for The Simpsons.
I did not know that.
And he was in the band too, and he left the band. I think he might have left either before this broke, because of course Tragic Kingdom makes this band. So
he left in 95.
I think this whole album is my favorite.
Yeah. Well,
Tragic Kingdom is by far their best album.
It's a playthrough. It's great. All you mentioned 5 big singles, right? All good.
Yeah. Oh, 97, right? I mean, that's the year I started dating my wife, and like, what a crazy year for music.
You'd probably play this, picking her up after grade 9. You were.
That's right. That's right.
This is one of the few shows that I've only been to the Molson Amphitheater 2 times in my whole life.
What? How's that possible?
Well, because I moved to New York in 2001.
He's a foreign man.
Right. I guess so. Yeah.
So in the summer of 2000, 25 years ago, the 2 concerts that I saw No Doubt in June, and then like a month later, or maybe even the same month, I saw Brian Wilson play there, and those were the only 2 times I've been there.
I just saw a biopic about Brian Wilson, where Paul Dano plays the 60s Brian Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
And John Cusack plays the 80s Brian Wilson.
Oh, I heard about this.
And Paul Giamatti plays Dr. Landy, and it was fucking great.
It's
such a cool film. I watched it this past weekend. I loved it. It's like 10 years old or something.
Cool.
11 years old. Maybe.
This was actually not, Sunday Morning was not released as a commercial single in the United States. However, it was in Canada.
Well, the video got high rotation on Much Music.
It was,
they made that spaghetti meal at the picnic table.
It was made it all the way to number 33 on RPM, but I mean, it did way higher than that.
Listen, us all rockers, Bob, this was a big fucking smash.
Huge.
Hit.
Loved it. Yep. So, I should have had something by Matthew Wilder ready, but.
Well, I can only name one song. Well, is there something else? Like, did he have a big career? I only know Break My Stride.
Matthew Wilder had a couple of things, actually.
Give me
you know what else he did? He went on to write in musical theater. And like for was it Disney films or something? Like, he wrote the film Mulan.
There you go.
That's a big one. That's like Monica's favorite cartoon.
Yeah, that's right. He was he did the singing voice for the character Ling.
Yep.
Wow, okay.
Wow, there you go.
I don't know if you could do that today. Isn't Matthew Wilder a white guy?
He is a white guy.
He is.
Yes.
No longer cool. All right. This is an awesome episode, and we have 1 song each to go. Rob Preuss, any words before you? And I'm going to dedicate this song to my youngest daughter.
I knew you were I was going to mention it, and I'm glad you mentioned it because I would have done the same dedication. And
all my daughters get shouted out today. This is the daughter who made the earring for me. Thank you for the toast earring. So
that's right.
You ready?
Well, you could just hit it. No, it's a beautiful song.
I'm afraid I won't know it, and I'll look stupid again. I haven't known any of your jams yet.
When morning comes to Morgantown, the merchants roll their awnings down. The milk trucks make their morning rounds in morning Morgantown. We'll rise up early with the sun to ride the bus while everyone is yawning and the day is young in morning Morgantown. Morning Morgantown, buy your dreams $1 down. Morning any town you name, morning's just the same. We'll find a table in the shade and sip our tea and lemonade.
Morning Morgantown.
Watch the morning.
Talk to us, Rob Preuss.
I love the piano. I love how the guitar and the piano sort of meld together on the song. And this is one of my favorite songs from Joni Mitchell. One of my favorite albums. It's Ladies of the Canyon, which this was the first song on the album. It came out in 1970. So this is all, this is old stuff. But like Joni hitting her, speaking of Matthew Wilder, she was making her stride, hitting her stride.
Nobody's going to break her stride.
Nope, nobody did break her stride.
No one's going to hold her down.
Nope, and I think it's just a beautiful song.
No, beat up Joni Mitchell. What can you say?
Yep.
What a living legend. I saw Neil Young and I was thinking, okay, we have a few living legends. It's going to be tragic if they ever leave us. Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. Joni's on that list.
Yeah, but that's so cool that you got to see Neil too, though.
Not my first time, but it was my first time seeing Neil outdoors.
Nice.
I have a Neil weed story, quick one.
Yeah.
So I go see Neil Young at ACC with it's that Welcome to Green Lane.
Oh, was this Los Lobos opening?
Yes,
I was there.
Yeah, and so he had actors acting it out. Remember, he did the whole album. It was like a concept album. The Welcome to there was like
Randy Bachman there.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know. But here's what I do know. I don't smoke a lot of weed, but I did. My buddy brought a joint, and we go, and then in front of us, actually, I just started working at Mix 99.9, I think, and is Eileen, who used to be on the Humble and Fred
Her
show.
name is Eileen Ogden Ross.
Yes, but
I know her well.
So she's a row in front of us. I hardly know her. She's with her first husband at the time, and I'm there with my buddy Jerry, and I'm like, and we start smoking a joint, and then afterwards I was like, oh God, what if she tells the people at Standard Radio that I smoked a joint illegally inside?
That's funny.
And
those days are long gone.
And all I remember is watching because it was not a good show until he came out. Like, that album was not good.
See, I no longer think we were at the same show.
No. You never see the one where he acted?
Did the Los Lobos...
I don't know. No, I just agreed with you for the hell of it.
Because I don't think the same show.
Anyways, I watched.
Mine was earlier.
I watched. There's actors, like, he's singing on stage, and actors are mouthing the words.
Yeah.
And when you're stoned, and on the and in the 300 level, completely on the opposite side of the place, it was the weirdest thing ever. It felt like the longest and shortest concert I've ever been to, but I didn't pass out.
I think you didn't go down. I think that Eileen is doing work with your former workplace.
She's writing for
Rock.
Durham. She's writing for Durham Radio.
Because she lives in Oshawa. Remember, because she used to live near me in Mimico.
Yep. She's one of the good ones.
She went to the Dirty Schwa. She's very funny.
She's very funny. She was doing improv and stuff as well, so maybe some stand. Well, we're friends on Facebook. She's but she was there. I don't even know if she knows this story, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, there's one of my new coworkers.
Quick stories. I was at the park with the two youngest yesterday, where they were playing the swings or something, and I can hear a woman having a very loud conversation, and I'm very interested in the convo because she's spilling a lot of tea in this phone call. I'm not trying to eavesdrop, but it's like she's out loud in this park, and I'm just sitting on the bench listening, and she says this. Ready? I dated an actor. I paid $500 a week for his acting lessons, and he got on Saving Private Ryan and The Green Mile and became a very famous actor. He's not famous anymore. And then she's going off to a friend or whatever, talking about how she dated this actor who got in those big movies, and that she paid for this actor's, again, this all allegedly, because I just heard her side. But it was quite the tea to hear, and I was listening, and I knew right away who she was talking about. Do you want to know who she was talking about?
Sure.
Barry Pepper.
Oh, yeah, Barry Pepper.
whose career was destroyed by that Scientology movie directed by an FOTM, Battlefield Earth, with John Travolta.
That was directed by an FOTM?
Yeah. The guy who made the designed R2-D2 and the Millennium Falcon and the lightsaber for George Lucas when Star Wars was being made.
Wow, and that movie is like universally panned.
Yeah, it's made by the L. Ron Hubbard. What's his name? L. Ron Hubbard.
That's it.
The Scientology guy, and it's apparently a terrible. I haven't seen it, but it's a terrible movie apparently. But Barry Pepper was in it, and I think that was the movie that killed his
Canadian,
career.
right?
He's Canadian,
Yeah.
And this woman talked about dating him in the 90s, and then he became very famous. And
Random
she paid
overheard.
For his, and she paid for his acting. And she said $500 a week she paid for his acting lessons. And then he became very famous, but she seemed kind of bitter and upset. But said he did tell her friend he's not famous anymore.
Wow.
There's some Barry Pepper news for you.
That's great.
I know. And yeah, the director of Battlefield Earth was in the backyard during COVID for a very long chat, and he was amazing. And he still lives in Mimico.
Oh, I remember listening to that. It was Roger Christian.
It was Roger Christian. Good for you,
Yes.
Rob Preuss.
Wow.
Yep.
You know what? I give you permission to listen to FOTM cast because I feel like you can speak the language.
I listen to everyone. Believe me, I'm in the world.
Okay. You're in the world. Okay. So Morning Morgantown.
Yep.
Good choice. Love Joni Mitchell.
Yep.
I got one more jam to go. Normally I close these shows, but Bob's closing this fucking show. That's Snow's fault. Oh, Leslie was here till like 2, and then she left to work, and then she came back, and she said, "What did I miss?"
Nothing.
Nothing, Leslie. You don't listen back. You didn't miss anything. Okay.
Nope.
So this is a song I think about because of the opening lyric. I think of it as a morning song, and I have a little tour we're going to take together. You ready for my morning jam?
Do it.
Hit it.
Early in the morning, rising to the street. Light me up that cigarette and I strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone. I got a Dalmatian, I could still get high. I can play the guitar like a motherfucking riot. Life is so love the one you got, cause you might get run over or you might get shot. Never startle static, I just get it off my chest. Never had to battle with no bulletproof vest. Take a small example, take a did it from me. Take all of your money, give it up to charity. Life is what I got, it's within my reach. And the subplot styles just straight from Long Beach. It all comes back to you, you're bound to get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got. I remember that. Love is what I got.
Sublime.
Nice.
What I Got. Rob, do you know the song?
No, but I love it. And also, there's a little melody in there that's.
Where were you through the 90s? Living on the stage.
I was immersed in musical theater and Jeff Buckley and Elton John and Billy Joel.
There you go.
But I do hear a little melody in there that's a little bit inspired by the Beatles. Lady Madonna.
Come on, Rob.
Don't take it away from him.
Save it to the end when you find out I missed it.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. But, okay, so this is the self-titled third album. I think most of us alt-rock guys had it. I don't know. I had it on CD. A couple of fun facts here. So they got that love is what I got, right? Love. And I'm like, I thought that was just something that maybe like Bradley or somebody in Sublime wrote or something. So there's a few mind blows along the way. Here's the first one. I'll bring down Sublime and play this song. Dedicating this to Snow.
That's all.
All right. Writing credit, I hope.
But yeah, yes. So this is absolute. So this song I didn't know about, but this song is called Loving, and it's by a reggae artist called Half Pint, and he did get a co-writing credit on What I Got.
That's really cool.
So I didn't know. Like I literally had no idea. But yeah, so That hook was taken straight from Half Pint here. But Rob, you've already alluded to something.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to kind of bang home here because the melody and the pacing of What I Got, a song I quite like. Obviously, I'm kicking it. I like it very much. It's identical to a bigger jam, and you named it. Rudely stealing my thunder. But let me just play a little bit of that song. Maybe Bob and I will sing over it.
Can you just turn me down a little bit, actually, Matt? It's really loud.
Lady Madonna,
Thank you.
children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent?
Got to find a reason why my money's all gone.
Friday night arrives without a suitcase.
Never heard. I know they're not going to.
No writing credit, though. There's no Lennon McCartney stuff. Okay, so Lady Madonna, the pacing and the melody basically fits right in with What I Got. But okay, so here's something that happened to me recently at Budweiser's stage. Speaking of the stage, Monica bought us tickets to see Bare Naked Ladies. Hello to Kevin Hearn once again, the fourth mention, I think. So I'm at the stage watching Bare Naked Ladies with Monica, and they had a couple of opening bands. One was Fastball.
That's right.
Who have two big radio hits.
One big hit.
Right.
And one.
I say
The
two.
Way.
There was two songs.
Only one has survived on the radio. Nobody plays anything but The Way.
But what's the other one?
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
Except if I sing it to you, you're going to change your mind.
No, but it's not. Nobody plays it. It doesn't test well. I'm telling you, nobody plays it.
All right, but I got to shout it out now.
You can shout it out all
Out
you
of
want.
my head.
Yeah.
Was it out of my head? Was it out of my mind? How could I ever been so blind? Okay, so The Way is the big one, and then Out of My Head is another minor hit. My apologies to the radio programmers. Okay, so
Then the other band.
the other band is playing their big hit, and I'm there, and this guy, Mark McGrath, you might have heard of him, he's kicking out his big hit, and I'm hearing it with Monica, and I start singing Sublime's What I Got, because I realize it's the same fucking song, okay? So here is that song.
Let your love and fly. Let your love and fly.
So I'm there again. I haven't heard Fly in a long time, but I heard it a lot when it was a big hit. But
is this the version with or without Supercat?
It's got Supercat in there.
Yeah.
And he was not at the Budweiser stage. There's no one doing his part either.
No.
It really needs Supercat. Early in the morning, rising to the street. Anyways, you start hearing it. Up that cigarette.
Totally mixed that up, yeah.
Okay, so I start singing it.
Everywhere I go.
I'm like, wow, this is the same. And I said to Monica, I actually said to her, I said, I just realized, I just had this epiphany in my 51st year. I said, Sugar Ray's Fly is the same as Sublime's What I Got. Sublime comes first, then Fly. And then, no joke.
Did he tag it on?
He starts singing What I Got in the middle of Fly.
Oh, cool.
So he's completely aware, and he
love
sort of
that.
leans in. And then I did find this on YouTube.
I love it when artists do that.
Yeah, he totally leaned in on it, and he sang it. So just a little bit of this.
Bassline's so similar.
Early in the morning, rising to the street.
Did you make this?
I found this on YouTube.
You could have found something better. You could have told me. I would have mixed it better than this.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't assign you this task. Anyways, you have to take my word for it. If you listen to Fly, you can sing What I Got in the middle of it. And of course, the hook in Sublime's What I Got is that loving from Half Pint. And it's all Lady Madonna anyways. There's nothing new under the sun. Bob Willette will take us home.
All right. The aforementioned Bob from Sesame Street is going to take us home.
What?
So why don't you stay right down on the floor where you are, and we'll do this one, okay? I'm staying.
Any relation to Mark McGrath?
That's true.
Rain whistle blowing makes a sleepy noise. Underneath their blankets go all the girls and boys. Rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away. Cookies at the engine.
Woo, yeah.
Maria rings the bell. Big Bird swings the lantern
to show that all is well. Rockin', rollin', riding out along the bay, all bound for Morningtown, many miles away.
All right.
Maybe it is raining where our train will ride, but all the little travelers.
I'm digging Morningtown Ride. Okay, talk to us, Bobby.
Morningtown Ride. So, there is an album, the vinyl album. You said you had a lot of Sesame Street vinyl albums. This one is called Sing Along. It's Sesame Street Sing Along, and it's originally from 1982. And it is all these great songs. It's the whole cast, and it starts off with a sketch. There was one thing I brought this up for a reason, and I do have it's more bonus feature more than a mind blow. It's this album we bought when my first daughter was born in 10. We went. There's a place on Mount Pleasant called Mabel's Fables.
Oh yeah,
like one of the best children's. They're moving, by the way, just down the street.
I did see them.
Mabel's Fables. And they had a CD collection of 3 different Sesame Street albums, and this was one of them. And to this day, my 15 and 10-year-old, if we're on a long road trip, want to hear it because it's legitimately funny. This is the bonus. This is the opening, which is
Here
oh no, that's not it.
No, stop that.
Yeah, stop that one. Yeah.
Hey, Bert, can you
I
pay
refuse
Mr.
to
Hooper
stop
for the
Bernie
ice
and
cream?
Bert. Okay.
Yeah, no. So
you want the bonus?
I want the bonus in a second. But so the whole Bob thing I found interesting. So when I was in high school, somebody gave me a cassette of stand-up comedy. Remember, so this is just post Andrew Dice Clay. So I get this random recorded cassette of a guy doing limericks. And doing the
Hickory dickory dock.
No, not that. No, but it's the waltz me around by my Willie is the thing, right? It's like I, your father refills cream donuts, so sing me another verse worse than the other verse and waltz me around by my Willie. And there was I'll give you one quickly. There once was a man named Paul who had a hexagonal shaped ball. The square of his weight plus his pecker times 8 is his phone number. Give him a call. So I get this, and I'm told it was Bob McGrath.
Oh my God.
And I have searched high and low. It was not Bob McGrath. It was not Bob McGrath.
He would
at all.
never.
No, and I thought it would have. How great would it have been?
Bob Saget when you hear he works blue.
Yeah, that would have been. But it was probably a guy named John Volby, by the way, which was a kind of really dirty comic, funny, lowbrow guy. Anyways, wow. Those limericks were in my head, and I thought it was funny that Bob did this. This sing along songs is it's like a long sketch. It's basically both sides of the album, and it's hilarious because it starts off with Ernie interrupting Bert in his bath, and you just got to hear the opening. It's actually, I legitimately think it's one of the funniest things.
Okay, here we go.
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on his pony. Ah, I love taking my bath. Peace and quiet. All alone. And called it macaroni. Oh, 2, 3.
Hi, buddy, Bert.
Oh, hi, Ernie. Hey, will you close the door? Ernie, there's a draft.
Hold just a second, Bert.
Ernie, what are you doing? You can't push the piano through the bathroom door.
Why, sure I can, Bert. Watch. See?
Ernie?
I love the way he says
What are
Ernie.
you doing with a piano in the bathroom?
Well, Bert, I heard you singing in the tubby there.
Yeah?
And so I thought I would just come in and sing along.
I don't want you to sing along.
Sorry,
I want you to get out.
But
the whole thing has that vibe. It's really
I
funny.
don't want the piano in here, Ernie.
Can I shout out
Bert? What's a sing along?
my favorite Sesame Street cassette, which I spent years hunting down, and I found a vinyl copy and digitized it because I wanted it so badly. Camping in Canada. I don't know, it came out in 81 or something, but
really?
Camping in Canada is I know every word to this day. If I hear it, I know every word, so every song, and it's fantastic. So there's so many good Sesame Street albums out there.
Yeah, Morning Train. Yeah, here you go.
Love it.
Morning. Oh, my baby takes the morning train. Didn't make it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of great morning jams.
Yeah.
You know
A lot
what?
of good
You
morning
kicked
jams.
out a morning jam when you kicked out the jams of me, Bob Willette.
Oh, I'm sure I did. What did I do?
Sunday Morning Coming Down.
Oh, yes.
Like I'm surprised that song was.
I'm not allowed to redo songs, and apparently, according to the conversation, Rob Preuss did not.
I was going to mention that too.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get that on the record before I hit the extra.
So that was a. I'm sorry. It's weird to end with Bob, but
it's good to end with Sesame Street, though.
We used to end with Stu. I remember. I never got to close out Toast. I know.
Who's this person you're talking of?
Yeah, who? What?
So let's get this right. So when Tyler,
what's the next thing?
I'm going to announce that for sure. When VP of Sales said that Preuss had already kicked out the jam, it was actually a song that Canada Kev mentioned in the comments. So what was the name of that song? Oh yeah,
it's called Prison Calling Ensign and Chuso.
Okay, so that song was actually kicked out by Rob Preuss on Gibberish Jams. You did not violate any rules, and Rob, we will not be punishing you any further.
There you go.
Thank you.
You've been punished enough, is what I'm telling you.
Yes, I'm punished by being on Zoom and not with you guys.
Yeah.
So on that note, will you be back here next week?
Absolutely. September, we're going to find a date in September, and I will be there.
So there's a TMLX event on September 25, Thursday night at GLB Brew Pub. Any chance you can tie it to that?
Probably not.
Thursday's probably hard.
If Thursday's hard, my next visits are probably going to be earlier in the week, so hopefully we'll find a schedule that'll work for you guys too. But yeah, I'm hoping it'll be like the earlier part of a week.
Well, we miss you, but this was better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
I thought it was pretty good. And were you surprised when a man with a #1 Billboard Hot 100 hit for 7 weeks in a row showed up on your Zoom?
Oh, that guy who was with that dog. Yeah, he was cool.
Oh, it was actually my AI.
And the AI too.
That's why when Bob's AI showed up, I thought it was him.
Ooh, next time, you know what? We should play my AI song I sent you, Rob.
Maybe we don't play any AI songs.
No, with my lyrics. No, I wrote it.
All right. Well, if you wrote it, we'll play it here. But okay, so I'm now going to announce the topic for next month because that's my call. And I was thinking about it, and I had a few different ideas. But is it Song Exploder? That's the podcast, right? Song Exploder. And they did that episode on Iris.
Yes.
By Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls.
And apparently it's really helped boost Iris. Like it's made some kind of a streaming comeback because of this episode. And I did listen, and I thought it was a great, an entertaining episode where I learned a lot about Iris.
Yep.
What was interesting to me, though, is that the word Iris does not appear in that song. Like the title is Iris.
Yep.
There's no Iris in the lyrics. And then I thought, what if we kicked out our favorite songs where the title of the song does not appear anywhere in the song?
I got one already.
So, but the key here, Rob, and this is where I need to be very strict with you.
Don't just Google it.
You can't Google it and just discover new songs. These have to be your favorite, like already at this moment, these are already...
fine.
Because just, the spirit of the show is that you kick out, that Elton John song.
But he likes to discover new music and share it too.
Discover it on your own fucking time, Rob Preuss. So
but I saved you from boring 70s morning jams.
I'd rather hear boring 70s jams that were like in your heart.
Well, they are in my heart.
Than a song where, I was Googling this topic I chose for Toast, and I discovered this new song. You know what I mean,
appreciate
Jelly
that.
Bean? Okay, so basically bring to this your 3 favorite songs.
Okay.
But the title can't appear in the song.
I may have kicked this song out before, though. Not on a toast, though. But not on a toast.
Okay, well, then you can kick it out.
Is that
again.
okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. We'll call it the Iris episode.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. They're from Buffalo. You know this.
Yep.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls.
And there's strings on Iris.
And I give up forever.
It's 11 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Irv Weinstein.
Commander Tom.
Is it Weinstein or Weinstein?
I think it's Weinstein.
Oh, we both said the opposite.
Frankenstein.
Oh, there you go. Well, I hope all is well. Can I ask you just quickly, how do you get into...
I'm running out of rant here.
No. I was just... How do you get into the theater? Like, how do you take public transit?
I take the subway. Oh, yeah. Subway's easy.
Yeah.
E or the F takes me right to Broadway.
Because when I come to stay at your house and then go to see shows, I need to know how.
Yeah. You
could do that when the Democrats are back in power.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be in 20-something. Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of our 1,751st show. Go to TorontoMike.com for all your Toronto Mike needs. Much love to all who made this possible. That's Great Lakes Brewery, Palma Pasta, Toronto's Waterfront BIA, Toronto Maple Leafs Baseball, RecycleMyElectronics.ca, Blue Sky Agency, and Ridley Funeral Home. See you tomorrow when my special guest is Lyndon McIntyre. Woo! See you all then.